Oh, great.
Is it? Oh, there we go.
No volume.
There we go. There we go. We're good now. But bam.
Oh, there we go.
Now there is.
Oh, echoes. Like, stop it. Be professional. Okay.
Come on.
I'm just kidding. Don't do that. It's too boring. Well, if you guys have noticed, things look a little different. Everybody's in different spots. There's a new DM. It's pure chaos. I will welcome everybody in chat to Campaign 2. I'm very, very excited to do this. We will do a brief little story right now. All of our group is in the capital of Wellavoria, which is the continent we're currently playing on, and the whole world is Zaloria, just so you guys know that. It is Wellavoria has beautiful mountains, grasslands, a couple forests, one that nobody wants to go into. We'll get to that when the players get there. There is all matter of races and characters for people that are technical about this kind of stuff. Firearms do exist in this, so there are options to get firearms, so that's fun. Always love when those catastrophically fail on people, because that's just great. But as I said, right now we're in the capital city of the Brokenry. And before I give away anything else, I really just rather get into this. Do we have any quick announcements? I'm not doing those this time, because I'm in the hot seat.
Yeah. Uh-huh. All right, so for us, announcements-wise, we just want to expedite these for now on. In our Linktree, we have some affiliates programs that have coupon codes and links. Feel free to check them out. We are going to be starting Campaign 2 now, and for the most part, we're going to be running this every single week. We'll do bi-monthly one-shots, so a little bit different than our normal schedule, where we would do like monthly one-shots or try to like squeeze stuff in. Other than that, for this year, I just want to lay those out in September. If anyone missed Brad's DMing, he will be running a one-shot in September. Our friend Alex will be running a Call of Cthulhu one-shot in October for spooky season. Brandon will be running in November, and I will be doing a holiday one-shot in December. Now, I think we should just get into the intro. We don't really have any other announcements, and I'm really excited to play.
Okay, cool. Intro. Shit. There was the new intro. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. We keep getting things. People are awesome. Ha ha ha.
What's up, K-Dog? We love you.
All right.
Right.
Well, we're going to jump right into this. All right, we start off in the tiny, tiny tavern of I'm pulling a beginner mistake and not having my open.
Longbow
Notes are
time.
up and ready to go.
Rookie
Yes.
mistake, bro.
I know. Leave it.
Yeah, it's a longboat, I believe.
Yep.
If you're talking
Longboat
about the tiny
pint.
one.
Yep, longboat pints. All right. So, if I would get everybody to raise their hand who was in here, and I will pick you at random to start going over what we got. Logan, raise your hand. Thank you. Joe, that's fine enough.
Fire.
They were all...
Fire.
That's an armpit, Joe, not a hand.
They all got into the tavern, and they're just now waking up for a long rest. You hear beautiful talking and whispering. You still hear some loud cheering because this is the end of the festival. So the games are still up. Children are still eating. Some children are crying. There's a town crier again saying that people are mysteriously disappearing. People are mysteriously disappearing. Ongoing problem. And I would like for Joe. And so let's introduce us to Alvis.
Alright. Yeah. In this campaign, I'll be playing Alvis Rikar. He is a dwarven paladin of the open sea. For just a brief description, and we actually got character art to start. So it is in our Discord for anybody that wants to check it out. It's also, we're going to be flashing to the screen. But he has the look of a paladin with some mariner features that kind of stand out as like his whole life leading up to really the last year or so. He was a paladin, was a pirate, and then became a paladin. He keeps his hair and his beard well knotted, braided, various highlights, so he has red, orange, and yellow highlights throughout his hair. He has prized boots, which he takes care of, and he pays homage to. He has a 20 charisma, and I played Kars Revere, who had a 4. So it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit different.
It's going to be a lot different, and I'm fucking excited about it.
I'm here for it.
Oh boy.
All right, what does Alvis do when he first wakes up? Do you wake up the other people, or what you doing?
Yeah. So Alvis then, if I'm starting, will wake up. He will shine his boots, put them on, make sure all of his gear is in order. Say a quick prayer, looking out the window, and make his way next door. And he will knock on Renacia's door.
Fantastic. Renacia?
Renazia is my character.
Renacia, sorry.
I'm Renazia. Renazia Cashire is a tiefling warlock of the Fathomless. She's got a light pinkish skin with dark purple hair cut short, like to the shoulder length. And most notably, an eye patch on her right eye. I forget sometimes. And then she got deep crimson eyes. And she has a familiar as well, because I love my little pets. And it's a little octopus that can float around. Their name is Squishy.
Right.
So, in the morning, she'll just awaken, do a quick little stretch, get dressed, put on her little leather armor, get ready for the day. You know, nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
And are you gonna wake up anybody?
I figured I'd hear the knock and then open the door for Alvis.
Oi! Figured I'd wake you up first. Sidonius is probably at the bar already. Or not. I don't know.
Wow.
Am I wrong?
He is quite the rambunctious
Audacity,
old
first of
man.
all.
Also, Renazia is only 19. That's probably something to know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Alvis is a middle-aged man, but
Yep.
moving on. So, not creepy. He's
That's why they
waking.
got separate rooms.
That yeah, you know.
Weird and-
Sure, it's
Any
not
room.
creepy. Sure.
Now we're taking a hole. We're taking a hole.
Yep.
Anyways. Hey.
Yes. Well, let's knock on his room, I guess. I suppose is the best course of action.
After you.
Well, everybody's
saunter
nervous
over.
around Sid, apparently.
Bunk, bunk, bunk. Wakey, wakey.
Sid has been awake for probably about an hour before everybody else is. But he's been busy sorting through one of his journals and trying to keep all of his notes kind of organized because he's got some opinions on things that he wants to write down and keep a note of. So he opens the door, and for the viewers, Sidonius is just like human looking. He's like 42 years old. He's 5'8", like 160 pounds. He's got like reddish brown hair, a little past his shoulders, braided. You know, just a generally interesting looking character. He's got like purple eyeball here, like a closed eye, and then he's got 2 more on his hands. Like 1 each on each hand. Yeah. He is not what I would call a... He's very disarming, is what he is. He is gonna look annoyed at first, because he thinks it's Albus, and then he sees that it's Renazia and just goes, "Oh, good morning. How are we today? Are we ready to go do something productive?"
Yeah, the casino should be opening soon, so be very productive.
Right. You had that thing at the casino you were looking into.
Oh, yes.
But of course, things matter more, like
Like gold.
getting our heels.
Oh. I
Right.
thought you meant things.
No.
as in-
No,
No, okay.
no.
Okay.
You're going to the temple.
Huh? Why would I do that?
Free healing.
Oh, that's right. I did get shot with an arrow yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Slipped my
Sorry.
mind.
My character's wounded in the shoulder with a tetanus.
You did such a great job with the stitches. I didn't even notice it while sleeping.
I did the stitching first of all.
You guys did such a great job stitching me up. It was a
The
team
record
effort.
show I wanted to cauterize your wound.
There's still
after
time, I
mentioning-
guess.
After Alvis mentions the temple, Sid immediately looks back into his room as if he's looking at a clock and goes, "Oh, that's the time? I hadn't noticed. Sorry, Alvis, I have business I have to attend to. I can't go gallivanting into temples all willy-nilly."
I mean, they accept everyone.
And I'm sure that's very altruistic, and I have better things to do.
I mean, they take donations, so it's not real altruism. It's okay.
Sidonius is just gonna walk out of his room, shutting the door behind him, and just like past Alvis and Renazia and heading down towards the bar to see if he can get some food before he goes meandering.
Okay. Let me stop you right there. As Sid goes down to the bar to get ready to get some food, the camera pans out from the hole in the wall tavern that this group has stayed in and zooms over past the main walls and zooms into this immaculate stone and marble floored with gold filigree tavern. Nodwick, you're asleep, but you start to sweat a little bit, and you blink your eyes, and you're seeing through somebody else's eyes. Those aren't your arms. Those are your brother's arms.
Oh no.
And the only thing you see in front of you is darkness. And you hear, "Well, if he's not gonna talk, I guess we don't really need him anymore." And you're looking around, you can't see, the voice seems like it's coming from everywhere. It's from your left, it's from your right, it's behind you, it's in front of you, it's everywhere. and you hear footsteps that sounds like metal on stone. And you turn, and you look down a long cylindrical tube. And you hear a voice go, "Oh, that's fantastic. I've been waiting to do this for hours." And you hear a gunshot. And you wake up.
Oh. Oh no. Yeah, Nodwick is gonna like just jolt out of bed, like grab his mace and just start looking around before he realizes that he's back in what the fuck's this place called? Hedrons. Hedrons, yeah.
Hedron's Run. It's the goat that sits on top of Valhalla, for anybody that wants to know.
So Hedron's Meadery is where we are staying at. He kind of like puts the mace down, goes over to his brother's shell, picks it up, because that's his shield, by the way, for anybody watching. Nodwick uses his brother's shell as his shield, and he's just like, well, that's a weird dream. I wonder what Thormore's doing. Gets dressed, and he's gonna head for Thormore's room.
Can you explain Nodwick real quick? Give us a rundown.
Yeah, so Nodwick is whatever the equivalent for Tortle is for 18 years old. That's what his age. He is a cleric. He doesn't wear any armor because Tortles don't need freaking armor. He has red with like black spots on him. That's his coloring. His shell has black and red on it as well. He's kind of a sad-looking individual. He never really has more than just a mopey expression. He carries a mace and his brother's shell as his shield. And that's pretty much it about him. He looks like a red and black turtle that walks on his back legs.
Cool. Continue.
Yep. He's going to head over to Thormore's and just knock on the door.
Yeah.
He hears yeah, and he walks in, and he just sits in whatever chair's there, because I assume there's a chair. We have fancy rooms. We're staying at the Ritz. He just sits down in a chair. He's like, Mom, I had a bad dream.
Well, I have a stomach ache. I ate way too much last night.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit here. I don't want to be alone. Whenever you wake up, just let me know, and then we'll go see Esteron. I'm sure there's some trouble we can get into here.
Just a few more minutes. I know Esteron needs his beauty sleep.
It's true. It's very true.
Yeah. He's sad most of the time. Let him sleep.
Well, that is our mission. Well, my mission. He will no longer be a sad man by the time me and him depart.
I assume you take your little extra time. We both go to Esteron's room.
Yeah.
Well, quickly explain what Nodwick is looking at when he...
So, Thormore completely stretched out on the bed, legs hanging off the edge, just probably planked down on the floor, is this 6'4" Goliath. He has unique hair, almost as if it doesn't fit his face, or doesn't match the color of his face whatsoever, that reach from a nice beard to a bun on the back of his head. He is shirtless with a nice strap for his beautiful battle axe to lie upon. He wears a very unique fur and leather belt with a nice symbol in the very center. On the sides are trinkets, one being a mug, a few other being potion bottles that Thormore has no idea the meaning behind. Down his leather pants are very nice hide boots that have a little bit of a heel on them to make him feel a little taller.
All right, cool. And you go knock on Esteron's door.
Oh yeah.
I think Esteron's room has the extra pillows, too.
It sure does. I think he splurged for everybody to
I
have.
thought,
the
I
extra
thought we all
pillows.
had extra
Okay.
pillows.
Everyone got extra
Everybody
pillows.
had the extra pillows.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the other group is sleeping on twin-size cardboard chunks.
Sleeping like royalty. I'll hear that knock and say, "Do I have to die to sleep longer?"
I gave you an extra little bit.
It's morning. Time to get up. We have stuff to do.
Still wearing my armor as I never take it off. I'll whip my hand axe at the door as it hasn't opened. You'll just hear that.
Oh, that means we can go in. Perfect.
You just open it and the axe just. He'll throw off the blanket and just like sit up stupidly aggressively fast and say, "Oh, all right." And he'll stretch, get up, grab his little equipment that he really needs and say, "What's the plan? Thormar, I've still got sleep on the brain."
Well, my new pet has an idea.
Does he even like being called your pet? Not because that not demeaning.
He feeds me. I don't care.
Priorities.
Logic wins this round. What's the plan?
Well, didn't you have something to do at the casino? If not, there's that guy outside yelling about missing children and a full moon.
That's right.
I think we should investigate that. Might be money in it, and I know how you like money.
That's why I was interested in the casino. I believe a chap said it was about to open. Was that not today?
Yeah,
Fine. It's up to you two. I say we either go to the opening of the casino, which I think would be interesting, or we inspect this other problem. What do you think, Giant? And I'll look up at Thormor.
Well, I think anything to keep you away from killing is what I want to do, but regardless is what Nodwick wants to do.
Alright, so
I trust him.
We'll buy some napkins for your tears, but what do we actually want to do with our day?
well, it's the grand opening of a casino. I'm sure there's a lot of people to talk to that might know something about this, so we can do both.
Also heard casinos rig some of their games to win on opening day to draw more people the next day and the day after. We could make some money. I could be wrong. You just see like the greed in his eyes start to swell.
Well, if you want to waste your money, who am I to stop you? We have these rooms for another night.
I won't spend all of it. I may be an asshole, but I'm not stupid.
All right, let's head that way. Thormor,
Yeah,
I'm hungry. It's breakfast
Oh.
time.
let's go get you food. You have a nice clean shell, so I don't need to do that. Let's get it going.
Well, each of the places has a little breakfast buffet set out. So, group one, yours is like, I mean, like a few pieces of bread, and there's like some bacon, questionable, and then like some eggs,
Hey, still edible though. So
Unknown origin?
and then the second group, you've got like sunny side up eggs, you've got a toast and like buttered croissants and like fresh fruit.
I imagine that Nodwick and Thormor like eat most of what's out there.
I walk down the stairs saying, "This is not that much. I think this was nice."
They could have done more. I mean, excuse me,
And I'm yelling at anyone that seems like they're working here.
is there going to be more?
It
It seems to be
It
empty.
continually keeps coming out, but we have to cook it. So maybe either slow the fuck down or come back after a break.
Well, what's that? A break from food?
Dagan, Brad, did either of you write down the name of the butler? Because I did not.
I'm
No, I
pretty sure
completely-
did.
Oh wait, no.
That's the one thing I didn't write down, was the name of our butler.
I swear I did. I thought I did.
Hey DM.
I'll get back to you.
Yep.
What's
What's
it?
the name of the
What was
butler?
Jamie.
Jamie, that was it.
Jamie,
The notes never lie.
Yes.
you said there was going to be explicit service, whatever that means. And this tray of food where the eggs are seems to be empty.
That's right. Because you ate enough for 4 people. So, they're cooking it. When it gets done cooking it, they will bring it out. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Besides
Perfect.
the
Walk
eggs,
away.
no. Alright.
I imagine the first group, are you guys eating or are you guys walking towards the...
I'm getting a little bite to eat before
Dicks.
head off.
Yeah, I mean, it's questionable, but it's filling, and so long as I don't die from it, I don't see any problem.
This is
Yeah,
a 5-star
Alvis
meal.
will enjoy some bread. Like, you can't fuck it up too bad.
This is
And
a 5-star meal for my.
the whole time, though, Alvis is stubborn. He'll be, like, behind Sidonia, like, next to Sidonius. I'm just saying the lads could use all of us. We traveled 9 days together. 1 hour. 30 minutes.
Alvis, listen. If you can give me a genuine, beneficial reason for me to be there and waste my time in a room full of people who would probably rather see me elsewhere, then I will maybe consider going with you. Otherwise, I have far more productive things to do.
I like pause and look at you for a second. Do you want the real answer, or do you want me to smoosh?
Smoosh.
I like that word.
Let's go with schmooze.
Well, 1, they have wine in most temples. I'm sorry your
No
interest.
wine.
2, when we go to the casino, first round's on me, and I'm not talking about the ad.
Hmm.
As you're pondering, he'll interject, knowing you're like about to say something, and be like, "And it's for the best of all the group in Rahasia, and we all should stay together, of course." Like he'll ramble it through, like as like he'll make sure you get the altruistic side of it, like the good side of it, like, and
Right, like that matters for sure.
yeah, Donius is a good person.
Like that matters.
Also, only old people go to casinos in the morning. It's definitely a nighttime thing. Well, you guys are. Never mind. You might enjoy it.
It's very cute that you think I'm old enough to care. No, I wasn't going to the casino. Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm preemptive apologizing. I'm so sorry. I have a husky and he does talk. So if he starts being loud, I can't. There's nothing I can do. I'm sorry.
He's a good
Preemptive
boy, I
warning.
don't care.
It's just what they do. It's in their nature.
It's true. It's in their nature. Listen, I had plans to go walk around, get an idea of what this city looks like. I've never been here. I'd like to maybe even get a map. See if there's anyone around who'd be willing to show us what little areas are maybe less traversed.
I love maps. I have a map, not of the city, but I could expand on it.
They'll probably have some at the temple, honestly.
Free of charge normally.
Yeah.
And so Sid's just like pressing his nose and like just like fine. I will go to your temple for the wine. And if you have the first round at the casino of both our exploits and drinks.
This money. Well, it's good for. Yes. Yes. Of course. And he'll give you like one of those like chubby slaps on the back. Like one of the just like the. Not a 5-star, but like, you know what I mean? Like the over, like, heavy ass hand of like, yep, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, and he just, fantastic. Glad we could come to a mutual conclusion.
3 of us are gonna be the best of chums. I know it's.
I'm just happy this bread doesn't have any green spots. What a delicacy.
Watch out for the worms, though.
Free protein.
Yeah, extra flavor. I give those to Squishy.
Are you guys walking out?
I would say yeah, if everybody else is done eating, because I'd probably be done by that point.
Okay, one, you don't know where the temples are, and you don't know which temple exists in this city. So you might have to fire that one out.
Homie was like, I'ma go to a temple. We'll figure it out later.
It's a major city. Listen, there's gonna be temples.
We'll find
Yes,
one.
there are temples, yes. There's 3.
This is Temple to Vecna. Seems legit. Let's
I'll tell you what. I mean, honestly,
Not in here.
I figured we probably would have talked to the barkeep before just wandering aimlessly. I think the 3 of our characters are rather intelligent.
Yeah.
So if we could just inquire, like, what are the temples in this city? Like, what are the main gods that are worshipped?
The temples in this city are the Green Maiden,
Okay.
which is... You would know from him talking to her, that's the goddess of fertility and the hearth. It's also
Okay.
considered the All-Mother.
Yeah, okay.
There is Hisdis, which is the god of the sky, day, and night. And there's also Tordana, which is the goddess of wisdom, knowledge, and education.
Okay.
And they all 3 of the temples are in the walled district. So they're all inside
Okay.
the walls.
What was the last one? What's the name?
Tordana. Tordana.
Okay.
Cool. And that'll actually work out, because when
Oh
they
my
walk
God,
to one of these temples, they're going to pass the other group. Because the other group is eating like fucking rabid animals.
Yeah, so if we get that knowledge, just... I don't know which temple that we'd want to go to, but the Green Maiden will probably help her shoulder. Perdana might probably help us with the map.
Why are there always so many? Like, you need 1 or 2 maybe to do the job and then call it square, right? At least their theological texts are interesting to read.
I assume it's close enough to the same reason there's always more than one tavern.
Well,
It's strokes.
and honestly, if there was a rock that was worshipped, it'd be a god. There's a lot of gods out there. Semi, demi, whatever. But they all have their purpose. Aye. Aye.
If that's what you want to believe.
Do you want your shoulder
It's
fixed
just
or not?
Continuing. Yeah, so the whole time Sid's just kind of been like displeased. Resigned
I
but
am
displeased.
Every single alleyway, I could slip away.
He's like, they see me? Would they notice? Can I just like, oh, I got lost and separated, my bad.
Wherever shall I go?
Then if no one's gonna pick, Albus will guide them to the Green Maiden, considering what it sounds like is that's the most altruistic, the probably lawful good or something like that. Maybe neutral good. He has no idea. Something along those lines.
Well, you being a cleric, you would know from your brief study that this is a...
Actually,
I'm not
Lawful.
paladin.
Oh, no, you're right. Never mind then.
never mind. You don't know anything.
This is lawful.
Okay, calm
She's
down,
the
Ruby
All-Mother.
Rod.
She's as good can get.
I was gonna say, could I possibly just do a history check on that?
Sure. What are you wanting to know?
Sick. I don't know, just like what I remember reading of her, if I've read anything.
Okay, yeah.
Where is my D20? There it is. Okay. Tragically, it's only a 10.
You know that she is lawful good. And she is typically depicted as a dark-skinned woman with a wreath of leaves and flowers.
Okay. Ignore me, I'm doing notes.
Okay.
Thank
Sounds
you.
Well, I can continue. You're heading that way. So as you guys walk past the castle gates, you walk past this beautiful shop. It's got the glass dome, could be frosted, could be smoky. There's like, the best way I can describe it is there's rave lights going on in there all the time. And then you will slowly walk past a very, very nice looking inn that you skipped on, and you can hear like somebody grumbling about there's not enough eggs, and seems very, very upset that there's not enough food. You will go past another town crier stating that children are missing every month. Once a month, new children go missing. It's a horrible problem. And then you
Wow,
will,
this place sucks. Anyways,
you will get to a beautiful temple that looks like a giant tree stump that has a door carved in the front of it, and the temple's inside.
See, Logan, Kylo would have fucking loved this shit.
You know what?
Okay.
As soon as he said it, I was like, oh, Kylo would have loved being here.
this is dope. Okay.
Bro, just a fucking tree, dude.
I think I'm
There's
okay.
like, look at this.
I think I'm okay. There are still fate dice. Yes, we're still doing that. That will continue because that's funny.
Brad, 23rd. Well, after you two.
Watch
And
out.
chill.
Stand back. I'll burn up when I go in there. Woo! I'm just kidding.
You see like a kind of a look of like oh shit on Elvis's face, and be like, oh, huh, you had me there.
It'll be fine. I'll start making my way.
Making my way in the tree.
7.
I was gonna say, like, Sid,
Fucking
after,
thing.
like, Alvis started having his moment, Sid would have just, like, completely ignored Renazia and Alvis having a conversation and would have walked right in to get an eye view of things.
Well, as they are walking in the temple, we go back to the other group, and as some of you are still eating, I would say, Estron, you look whatever about all this whole situation. You would notice that 3 people just walked by your tavern that are wildly out of place.
So what kind of perception I'm rocking?
Yeah, what is your passive perception?
13. If they caught my eye, I would definitely stare after them.
My
As I'm
passive
a
perception
trained
is
unit.
16.
I'll nudge Nodwick. He's probably next to me like, did you see those people?
Yeah, I saw them. They
They're
look
either-
a little out of place.
Yeah, they're either trouble, or they could be entertaining. Or both.
Well, it looks like they're headed to the casino. We'll probably run into them after the big fella gets his eggs.
You see them again, you let me know, yeah?
Definitely will.
Thormore,
Weird feeling.
Jamie just brings out a giant, like, serving tray and just
That's,
basically throws it at you.
that's what I'm talking about. Nodwick. Food.
We chow down. I love that Nodwick's like, Thormore's hungry. Thormore wants more egg, and then he's eating them as well.
All right. I think that's enough for first breakfast. We can move on.
I'll finish up and say, I don't want to miss the opening. Openings to anything are always interesting.
It is like 9 o'clock in the morning. So,
I know what
you
it is,
have
okay.
time.
Okay, cool. It's like an evening thing.
Did you guys say new friends, by the way? You said those people.
I saw 3 individuals that caught my attention. I said they could be trouble, or they could be entertaining.
Well, there was one that looked untrustworthy, one that looked happy,
Mm.
and one was a girl.
Oh.
Clearly, Sid was the one that looked happy.
I should have just let Nodwick explain everybody's character looks, because that was perfect. That was spot on.
So there was a girl that was happy and scary all at the same time.
No, she was just a girl.
Oh. And then there was a happy one. I want to meet him.
He was a dwarf.
Oh! Small people.
You don't like small people?
No.
Esteron, he's small.
Look, I am an over average size. This man refused to stop being fed by his parents.
Hey, don't talk bad about my parents. Secondly,
that's just a fact.
Just never met anything smaller than Esteron. He is very small, I know, but never met anything that small. And
I've
he's happy.
seen so many humanoids. I tower above. What are you talking about?
How tall is Esteron, by the way?
Like 6 foot.
So he's only 4 inches shorter than the Goliath.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
You wonder why I kill people.
Hey, you're not supposed to be doing that no more.
Oh,
You will watch my blade bleed again. I promise you
Nodwick's the
that.
shortest person in the group. He's only 5'7".
No, you're not. You're a pet. It's okay. If anyone calls you small, they are going to deal with me.
It's not degrading at all.
Well,
Let's see.
Austin, is
Maybe
that
it's
crier that's like bellowing about the missing children still around?
They're just kind of like pacing and walking, and like you hear him shout every couple minutes about the same thing.
Esteron, what time does the... Jamie! What time does the casino open?
Confidence.
7.
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't have that written down.
It's
so
open. Let's go there.
Nope, 7. 7 at night.
Oh, you mean 19. Okay.
No, I mean. Yep. Yep,
Yeah,
19.
19, that
They
makes
open
sense.
at 19.
19 minutes.
You're so right,
No.
Master Nodwick. 19 tonight is when they open. I apologize.
Torma, that
Alright.
means when the sun goes down.
Oh,
Yeah. Alright. Let's find that crier guy, and then we'll do some other stuff, and then we'll go to the casino.
I second that.
Thank God they left.
Jamie, we'll be back around 10 for
Yes,
dinner.
yes, sir, Master Nodwick. I look forward to serving you this evening. You have a great day today.
bye, Jamie.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Jamie's going to be
get
our best
out.
friend by the end of this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
As we're
Write that as
walking
a
away,
side quest.
Nodwick's gonna look at Thorm and be like, "You need to adopt him next."
Oh, that is a great idea.
Oh god.
He'll be the server of all breakfast and lunch and dinner and second breakfast and snacks along the way and third dinner.
Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't mind that at all.
Did I mention second dinner? No, I didn't. Second dinner as well.
All right, we're going for the crier.
Okay, well, as you guys are following him, the peculiar trio is still within eyesight.
Esteron.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Esteron. There.
I thought
I'll
you said-
turn. You listen. Love people who listen. And he'll turn to the group and inspect them further. Is there any other information I can gather by observing these 3 people?
You can make a perception check.
You bet I will. That was a shit
Is
one.
he- is he,
Right in the
like-
middle out of 10.
Is he eyeballing us or other
Yeah.
people?
No, he's looking at y'all as you guys walk.
Okay. I have a passive perception of 16 and a passive insight of 16.
Passive perception. I'm gonna write down all these
10.
passives so I can just kind of tell you what you guys see.
Always good.
Just says reference Renazia's 5'4".
Oh, okay.
No one asked.
They did.
I would like to Eldritch Blast at least 8 times in the
As-
face, please.
All right, sorry. That was my cards for your character. I haven't washed it out yet.
You
Sorry.
can't really glean anything else. No, it just looks like a trio. But again, like
know-
everybody in the city is. Some people are wearing like festival attire, so like they're very dressed up and kind of like Comic-Con almost esque looking. Like they're in like little outfits and stuff. You see one guy walking and like hauling a rickety wheelbarrow full of books that's kind of next to them off to the right but behind, but other than that, no, they just look out of place and like they're not regular citizens here. Like they have on things that they shouldn't have, like swords and weapons and armor and whatnot.
How dare they?
Do they have any color specifics to their getup?
You guys can
Are we
answer that
seeing this?
question.
Would I notice that the dwarf is of some kind of religious order, being that I'm a cleric?
Investigation check.
Brain blast.
I am good at investigates.
As of the colors
For
scheme,
Esperon's question about like the colors, you would definitely notice that Sid, while he may have come from the direction of that cheap inn, the way he's dressed shows that he knows how to make himself look good and prefers the finer things. Like he's wearing purples and like layers of clothing and like robes. Like he looks nice and put together.
I got a 16 on that investigate.
No.
He looks kind of holy.
He looks kind of holy.
the chainmail.
Yeah, like I said, Alvis's like getup is like Mariner meets Paladin. It's not like he's like trancing around as like a holy symbol.
Okay.
Yeah, the only reason I gave him kind of holy is because he's a cleric.
He has holes.
Yep.
Renee, do you have a color scheme?
No, she's just wearing very bland colors that could easily blend into her surroundings.
No.
Renee's point of order. You're also the only one of your kind here.
That does make me stand out a little bit more.
A tiny bit.
Yeah.
Esteron, you would know what Renazia is. Thormore, you have no idea. And Nodwick, you don't know either.
Okay. I'll just kind of like underhand point casually because Nodwick's a bit shorter than me, and I'll point at Renazia and then say, "That one's a caster of darkness. I would bet my sword that's a warlock."
Oh, that's racist.
That's just rude.
Yeah, all tieflings are warlocks now? Is that what's happening?
Right, like
Bold
God forbid you get
assumption.
tiefling, just because she's
I
got
have 6
horns,
daggers
gosh,
that
what of
says
a devil.
rogue.
Hey, I don't look
The
very
audacity.
nice either, but I could be a swell guy.
So you would be, as you're following them, the town crier, like they're walking straight. The casino would be off to their right, and then the town crier turned to their left, but they're walking straight towards a giant tree stump looking thing.
Okay.
Religion check, Nodwick.
Do the religion.
7.
Yep, giant tree stump looking thing.
Giant tree.
They don't got
look at
those. They don't got those where I'm from.
The lumber
Yeah.
movement business is booming.
Esteron, they're headed towards that giant tree stump. I think
Why?
they might be there a bit. We should probably go to the crier, then go meet up with them in that tree stump.
I've got nothing better to do. Do some investigation. Let's head on.
Don't you knock
All
over
right.
my calendar? Stop it.
Yeah, we'll head back to where the town crier originally was in just the central area there.
Okay.
Oh, he was coming up on us, Austin
Or was
said. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I missed that part.
As we're going to go over to the temple real quick. When you guys join up, it's going to be so much easier, but until then, we're going to keep flip-flopping.
Yeah.
Deliberately keeping us apart.
3 sessions later.
Well, here in a second, I'm gonna have the groups roll. If you don't get acquainted by the end of this episode, whoever rolls lowest, that group dies.
Oh, we'll be
Great,
together.
I love to
by
see
then.
it.
Meteors fall from the sky.
Not again.
Already.
Alright, so you guys walk into the temple, and it is wood inside the temple as well, like wooden benches,
Wow.
and the podium is all nice wood, and there is a short could-be dwarven man kneeling in front of a glorious-looking statue.
Aye! We got 3 weary travelers here. One which is injured. I'm hoping that you... He's in the middle of a prayer. He'll like whisper back to the other two.
Kind of rude of you just to yell at him like that. I would have at least knocked or something.
He gets up.
doors are open. I don't know.
He gets up. He kisses his hand, and gently places it on the statue, and turns around and goes, "Right. What do you need? Oh, you've got a bit of a wound.
I've been shot.
Yeah, I can tell. It looks pretty bad. All right.
Oh yes, I am in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it looks
Isn't
like
it
it could
just
be.
great?
It looks like there's a bit of rot around the wound, so
Oh my.
you might want to get that taken care of at some point in time before your arm falls off at the shoulder.
Oh,
What can I
can't
do
have
for
that.
you, kind and lovely people, this evening? Morning. Sorry, I've been up all night. Not all at once now.
I think that's kind of what we're here for. We're hoping that you're able to help his... her shoulder.
Dear God, you've got a high-pitched voice for a dwarf.
Lots of drinking in my past.
So you speak Dwarvish, I see. Yes. Lad.
Speaking of drinking,
Right.
I was told there would be wine here.
Well, if you would kindly like to dedicate your life to the service of the All-Mother, we can have some consecration wine. We don't just give it out. It's not a bar.
They'd get a lot more foot traffic if you did.
Yeah, right,
I
but we're
digress.
looking for...
I understand.
Oh, all right. You're very lovely.
And then Sid just gets completely checked out of the conversation because he's no longer interested in being here. But I would like to look around the place, like actually see if there's any like iconography or like books I can go bother with.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Ew. Okay.
Lass, could you come here for a second? Let me, I'm assuming you need healing. So you're...
Yes.
Alright. So he gently puts his hands around the wound and says a prayer to the All-Mother. And, like, kind of blossoms pop up for a second. And then they fade away and brush off your shoulder. And it's brand new! You're all healed and fun and fancy-free.
Oh wow. That was lovely. Absolutely lovely.
Hey, I do what I can. It's a bit of a
Amazing
privilege to channel divinity through myself and help people along the way that are less fortunate than myself.
Mm.
Excuse
You would
me.
be great at Blue Shield.
It'd be
You
great.
fit in. Yeah.
Oh, I don't go there. That's kind of it's not really my place.
Oh,
There.
but they need someone like you.
Yeah, no, I bet they do because it's
Oh, yeah.
it's a lot of fire and brimstone up in that area. I've heard.
Oh yes, it's quite lovely. In the winter,
Right.
when it cools down.
Right. You're very nice. Excuse me, lad. Can I help you find something?
I got a 19.
Yeah, there's like I said, the wooden pews. There is the main statue of the All-Mother in the center of the room. I'm, like, right in front of my camera. It is a large, hand-carved statue of a beautiful, dark-skinned lady with long, flowy black hair. She's wearing a long, flowy dress and has a wreath of vines and branches and hibiscus flowers around her head. And there
Good
is
choice.
a tome in the center of the pulpit.
Oh, I would have absolutely been that asshole that would have fucking gone over and just started delicately flipping through pages.
Excuse me, that's for a sermon we're having at the end of the week. I don't need my place. Can I help you read it? Or do you need to say a prayer to the Green Maiden? What can I help you with?
Oh, no, I don't need any help. I used to be something of an archivist, so I have a vested interest in books of all kinds.
Oh, can you read Celestial?
It's celestial?
Yeah.
Damn. No, I thought it was in dwarvish.
It's not.
Could I possibly say there's infernal in the margins? Could you possibly say that?
You could. It wouldn't be true, but you could.
Damn. All right, never mind then. Then I'm just flipping through it looking like a dickhead. That's fine. I can live with that.
Yes, alright. Is there anything else I can do for you fine group of individuals? You have interesting attire on.
Who?
You fellow dwarf.
Oh, okay. Why you Venice? He'll be like,
Right. Well, my background aside, Vostar.
Right.
How far has his reach?
Well, if my memory serves me correctly, that would be the god of the sea. Correct?
Aye.
Yeah, we're on a mountaintop, so not here.
Don't you have storms, though?
Aye, we do, yeah.
God of sea and storm. Both.
Oh, that... I will actually jot that down for my memory. Thank you for it. But no, we don't have anything to do with him here. I'm sorry.
Aye. Oh, what do cities normally do when they erect a new temple?
Well, you'd have to go through the castle and talk to the king. He is a lovely gentleman that can be very passionate at times. And then you would have to give him a reason to set apart some property pre-existing or for a demolition that you would then erect your very own temple for. Cost, I think the one we had, this current temple cost us 150,000 gold to build.
Aye. Oh.
Altruistic, they say. That's
bit.
for you.
Start a little smaller. My name is Aldous, by the way.
Nice
My
to
goal-
meet Alice.
What you? I didn't catch your name.
It's Quinn.
Hmm.
Quinn Oakenhole.
I'll remember the first name at least.
It's fair.
But
It's fair enough.
my goal is to travel the world and spread his name. If you could, any seafaring folks or anybody that happens to stumble in here, mention him, would you?
Yes, that shouldn't be a problem.
Renaza, did you thank the man?
Oh, well, you're having your lovely conversation. I didn't want to intrude and be rude.
She'll thank you properly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, kind sir.
You're more than welcome. However, you've got a bit of a dark aura surrounding your person, so be careful where you
Must have
tread
been the
in the
must
city.
have been the fire and brimstone upbringing.
Sure.
Tends to linger.
Sure.
All done? I think we're
I think we're good.
awesome.
Sidonius? Are you done reading then?
And I'm at that point I'd look over at them. I'm very bored, okay? I look like I'm having the worst time right now. But out of politeness, I will flip back the same amount of pages that I flipped forward so that it can be right in that spot that he was looking for the next time.
Thank you
And
so
I'll just
much.
well, I do respect books as much as I don't respect religion.
Well,
and then he
you are
goes
in
to
the
leave.
right place.
Just does a little over his shoulder. Goes to leave.
All Mother's blessing to you. You have a great rest of your day.
May storms and sea bring you joy.
as he like tries to give you a sight back and just completely, he's just like, fuck.
That's
Like, Renazia and Sidonius would hear it as under his breath.
it's not the fucking phrase. God damn it. Fuck.
Okay, as you walk out, you probably see him go.
Once you're outside the building,
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be like,
Are you a recently converted man?
You should start writing those on your hand so you can just look at it before you open your mouth. It would do you miles of help.
Yeah.
That's,
As y'all walk out, you would notice. Let's be honest.
Party.
You'd notice the Goliath and the turtle turn down an alleyway.
Goliath.
oh wow, shady dealings in every city, I guess.
It's not often you see any of those.
No, turtles are actually quite rare.
Must be part of the crime.
Were they
syndicate in the
were they
town.
up near where I'm from? Just because it's like an island, or was it more? Are they on a different part of the continent? They're
Southern.
south. Okay.
Way south. You talking about the turtle?
They're hanging out in swamps.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Way
figured
south.
potentially I could have met a few. I just didn't know if they're rare.
Roll a history check.
Well, I'm channeling my inner pirate by drinking.
You are.
Pirate
You're-
rum tonight.
yes,
Rum.
you are.
Well, that's not great. This is not related to a stone history check, right?
It has nothing to do with stones.
Cool. 10.
10, I will give you the fact that this particular turtle looks oddly familiar for some weird reason. You just can't put it together.
Why does that keep happening to me? Okay.
Just like you have the dementia feet.
Yeah.
I'm middle-aged. I'm not old.
Losing
Okay.
it.
Gosh,
Hey,
these old
alcohol
men in
poisoning's a
these
bitch.
Oh shit.
Or you,
Love
what are
it.
you guys doing before we switch over to the...
I think they're dealing with narcotics back there.
I'm going to take my fancy little brooch off of my, I'm gonna gently remove it and then hold my little goop friend. Hi viewers, guess what? I have a little goop friend. He's just a little blob, a little green little floaty blob, and his name is Jill, Gil. I love him so much. So I'm gonna take him off my little shoulder and I'm gonna very gently be like, oh, you're such a good boy. You're doing such good work. Now go down that little alleyway. Be very careful. Maybe you could be a rock, or you could be a bug. Go down there and see what's happening for me.
Which
And
do
then I'm
you
just
want?
gonna-
Do you want a rock or a bug?
Every time. It's dealer's choice, but a rock would probably be less, because this is a cobblestone area, right?
Yes.
A rock would be less noticeable. You
Do-
wouldn't be scurrying around as much.
So not floating rock. You want me on the floor as a rock?
That would probably be best, yes.
Okay. I could do that.
Fantastic.
Rock. Right.
Just think like a genasi, I don't know.
Okay. Rock. Rock. And he turns into a rock and falls out of your hand onto the floor.
Because you're just gonna, that's it?
Yep.
He just sits on the floor
He's
as
a
a
rock.
Sid, that was a great attempt. Very wonderful. But maybe I could do it better. Squishy.
Listen, he's not smart.
I'm gonna hold Squishy,
Never
my
said-
little octopus. I'll give him a little tickle. Okay, I need you to go invisible and go spy on those people. And then they'll do that.
Are you looking through Squishy's eyes right now?
No, they'll communicate because they're my familiar, so telepathic communication.
Okay.
But I don't think I can. Is that something they can do? New class, hello.
It's more of a wizard thing.
Yeah.
But I will let you do it. I will let you see through their eyes for like 500 feet. But you
Oh,
are
yeah.
blind and deaf while you're doing that.
Okay. Maybe I'm gonna be a little catatonic for I don't know, a couple minutes. Maybe don't let anybody rob me, please. They'll make away with my 5 whole copper coins.
Do you need me to hold you, or do you just stand there?
That'd be weird.
What? I'm sorry.
I'll just stand here.
I didn't know.
No, it's okay.
All
it's-
right.
What-
But I don't know you like that yet.
As Squishy travels forth, Jill is still on the floor as a rock, by the way.
Yeah, I would have just, after watching that display, just a very gentle sigh of resigned patience, and would just gently scoop him back up and be like, "You can be a broach again. It's fine. Don't worry about it."
Okay.
Just pop him back on and be like, "All right."
That voice was on
Try
the
so hard.
spot, by the way, but I'm gonna have to remember that and stick
That
with
was
it.
perfect. Yeah, you're gonna have to
that's
fucking
good.
make sure you do it every time. Be consistent.
Small little note.
As Squishy goes away, her eyes, it looks like her pupil just keeps expanding, and now they're solid black. Other group, you are following the town crier.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Going to.
Nodwick is just repeatedly saying, not raising his voice, just crier, crier,
Children disappearing. What's the month?
Crier.
Yes.
crier.
Yes.
Hey,
Hello.
I'm Nodwick.
Awesome.
This is Thormore.
Okay.
This is Esteron.
Great.
We have questions.
Okay. I don't have a lot of
Oh.
money.
What?
I
Do
do.
we look like we're trying to take your money?
Yes.
No.
You followed
we're-
me down an alleyway.
I don't need
You're
it.
talking about missing kids.
Yes. Yes, I am. Yes.
Tell me more.
Well, it happens once a month. And children go missing.
You
Ti-
have already established that.
Well,
Time
and he
of the
shows
month.
you the piece of paper, and it's literally just word for word what he's been screaming.
Just rehearsed it.
He's gonna look at Esteron and be like,
You might want to go see the king. He has more appropriate information. I'm just a crier. Again, I don't have a lot of money on me. I just
How much do you have?
Thulma,
not a lot.
We don't ask that. He thinks
Oh.
we're trying to steal from him. We're
No,
not
I'm
stealing from
curious.
him.
You said you don't have a lot of money. You didn't put a number to it, so
That's not
I
important.
have 10
You should,
gold.
you should go see the king. He has.
Oh,
He can tell you all about it. There's a reward.
Sorry, we scared you.
It's
Have
okay.
a good day.
Right.
carry on. crying.
Children disappearing once a month, and just continues to briskly walk.
damn, Esteron, you must be very fucking scary. You scared the hell out of him.
I scared the hell out of him. Looks like
You would have heard.
Nodwick's just shaking his head.
You would have heard all that, Renazio.
I think maybe halfway through, once he said go see the king, I snap out of it, bring Squishy back, snap out of it, and like, you guys want to make some money?
you poach our mission. I will.
I'm always
you won't.
down to make coin.
You kill her.
And Alvis, it's helping children. Isn't that amazing?
Damn it.
I don't know why you're talking to me that way, but it seems honorable. The children saving.
It was.
Yes, of course. I learned of a job recently. We gotta go see the king, like, very quickly.
We're heading to the king immediately.
When you say quickly, do
Like
you
right
mean-
now.
No.
Like right now.
Okay. I have
So we need
short
to start
legs.
walking. Well, then walk faster. I don't understand what the problem is.
Aye. You'll find out.
Okay, let's go.
As you guys are
Somehow-
talking, that trio walks right past you.
It's one of those situations where we start walking in the same direction, and one group speeds up, the other group speeds up, and we're just kind of.
Esteron,
At
as
some
we
point, we're
walk
just, like,
past
breathing
them,
heavy.
as we walk past them, Nodwick's just gonna elbow Esteron and go, "There they are," and just keep walking.
I could see them.
You would hear
Thank you.
the other group would hear that.
Alvis breaking this however long they decide to walk because he didn't understand Renazio's point
No.
of trying to get there quickly. He just assumed it was like, get there.
Aye! Are the three of you headed to the king too? To help with the children?
You have a funny voice.
Aye. Right. Thank you.
Where'd you find out about that?
Well, Renazia here told me about it.
Hello.
Just
The
throwing it all
question
out there. We were
dominoes.
spying on you.
As
Oh,
Albus
you know.
says that, Sidonius reaches down and cuffs him in the back of the head. I don't know how many strangers you speak to, but when you're new in town and he gives a very pointed look up and down to the other 3 party members, when you meet people that you decidedly have no business talking to, you keep information to yourself. Am I understood, Alvis?
I didn't really give them any information besides her name.
Yes, and that's much more information than they needed to know.
I beg to differ. You just gave them my name without saying it or asking. You literally just said my name.
And you wouldn't have just introduced yourself.
I love this group.
It's an assumption. You assume that Razia wouldn't have done the same.
Why are you guys fighting?
Yeah, just
I
like
don't know.
You friends?
It looks like the dad's getting mad at his bearded child, so I think we should leave.
No, my child isn't alive anymore, so correct yourself on that.
Damn, you're a walking. You make the zombies look really good.
As Thormore's just directly staring at Alvis.
What?
She said her husband's dead. The child.
Thormore,
Me?
shut up.
Oh, okay.
Quiet.
Sidonius, I'm sorry if I offended you in any way. I was not trying to. And Dormore, I'm sure you mean well, but normally grievance is better than zombies and whatever you said.
You have to excuse Thormore. He's a little... What? Say it better, Esteron.
Underdeveloped.
Oh, the poor thing. Is it contagious?
Underdeveloped. Holy cow. Thanks for the raise.
That's why he's small for Goliath, to make sense.
Poor guy. How long does he have?
He's all right. His brain may be big, but that does not mean all of it functions.
Oh, trust me, I gathered that much.
Bless his heart.
I think we should all start over. I'm Nodwick. These are my friend Esteron and my owner Thormore.
Oh, you're a slave.
You are. No, I'm a pet.
If that's what you're into, I'm not gonna judge you.
We found him
Kinda
on a beach.
weird.
Well,
Found
we'll
him on a
not
beach
come
very
back to that.
sad.
I don't think we need to come back to that.
He
Well,
found me on a beach
Okay.
and said I'm his pet. I don't argue.
Neither did I.
Okay.
Much.
And who are all of you?
Alvis is gonna look to Sidonius.
Wait, you listen. You might as well. And Sid's gonna point at Alvis. Alvis, Renasia, and I'm Sidonius.
You seem very grumpy.
No, just short-tempered, and I do not have time for whatever this is. I have things to be doing and alcohol to go drink.
And a map to acquire of the town, yay?
And a map.
All right.
Ooh,
See, I'm not the only one
You-
that drinks a lot and just wants to get to the fucking point, Thormore.
Alvis, you said you guys are going to see the king?
Hey. Razia here, out of the goodness of her heart, wanted to save the children. So the 3 of us were headed there.
Well, 6 heads are better than 3. We should work together.
We're going regardless.
Hey.
True.
I guess a reward's a reward.
There's
Now,
more of
hold on
us,
a
maybe the
moment.
reward will be bigger.
I don't think that's
That
how
is
it
the first-
works.
That's the first sound argument I've heard about this debacle the entire time we've been discussing it. But if it doesn't, why would we want to work with 3 strangers we've never met? That cuts all of our reward. By a lot, I would assume.
Well,
I mean,
Very well. Then we'll go to the king, as me, Nodwick, and Estron had, and you guys can go and do the quest you were out to set on.
It's the same quest, though.
Sounds like a plan, honestly.
That's well thought. I think that all of us should work together. Six heads are better than 3. And Sidonius.
I just said that.
I know there's an echo in this room. Or out here.
Jesus Christ.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Not again.
Gustav's beard.
Better? Is that better for you?
Very good.
Okay.
Not
Does he have a
really,
beard
but
off?
No.
Damn it!
No, it's
Most
just another
stars'
thing. It's
brains.
fine.
It works
That's
with your
insane, 'cause
character,
he doesn't
though.
have one.
It works
yeah.
with the misquote.
Yeah.
Okay.
It works. Tracks.
Oh man.
Yep, that checks out.
All of us can help bring the change to the city that the gods would want anyways. Helping children is good. Coin is nothing.
Oh, well then it says that we can go and do
No.
this, and we'll keep
More
this
for me.
coin.
Coin is nothing to him. Coin is everything to me. If I'm not getting something out of this, why would I do it? Oh no, the children are dying. Been there, done that. What does that benefit me to stop it? I don't live here.
Whoa.
I like
Oh,
this
but you could ask the
Sidonius
king for maybe a building if we solved it. 150,000 gold isn't anything to snuff at, Sidonius.
I don't think we're gonna get 150,000 gold for saving some kids. And
If it's reoccurring, we could probably sway something.
why do you not care about kids? If there's no kids, the world ends and money stops coming.
There could always
So
be
you
more
would
to
be
be
destroying
made.
yourself in eventually.
As a generalization, sure, but as it stands, I don't live in this town. I don't have any vested interest in the things that happen here. I'm here for business, and once I'm done, I'm leaving. That's it.
Smartest person I've run across so far.
Where are we going when you leave?
Probably back. Probably back to Arex. Oh, but I have a few things that I'm trying to find, so I'm sure I'll do more traveling.
Well, Sidonius, my map's not full on the south coast. It could be fun to travel to the south.
It would certainly be warm.
To the king, then!
It's like Judge Bose.
And as you say that, you look up, and there is the giant log cabin of a castle.
Oh wow.
I got word.
That's where they got that's how the stump was made. See, all the wood's here now. Oh my gosh, they're so resourceful.
One spell and that's gone.
You don't make stumps.
I'm sorry, what would you say?
Stumps just grow.
What?
Nothing.
What was that?
No, you make
Nothing I could
stumps.
cast.
You cut down the tree and then you made a stump.
There are two
No,
guards with halberds sitting on either side of the doors, listening to this conversation, just staring you down.
No, there
Really,
was a tree, so the
You never
stump was
heard the joke
always
before?
there.
Well, no, it's not a stump if it's got the tree. It's a full tree. You don't. It doesn't grow into a
Excuse me.
stump.
Hey,
Oh, yes,
What?
sir. How can I help you?
is there a particular reason you're standing in front of the door? Just you guys just hanging
We're-
out, or
We're gonna go speak with the king.
We want
why?
to take the missing kids case.
Oh, cool. Hold on, 1 second. And he grabs his ear and whispers something. And then the doors open, and this tiny, tiny little man comes out.
You have a magic ear?
Communication earring.
Oh.
Little man walks out and says, "Hello. You're here to speak to the king?" Yep.
When you say tiny, how tiny?
Gnomish.
Oh, cool.
I'm
One
looking
more.
down.
That's the smallest thing I've ever seen.
No, Esteron, you're a tall person for once.
He's
I don't know whether or not to
he's
be
pretty tall
insulted or
and
not.
he's pretty tall in general. I would say pretty tall. Pretty tall.
So we want to take the case. We were told to see the king, but if you have the information,
Nope. Follow
then
me.
maybe we don't. Okay.
Okay.
Leads you down this beautiful hallway. It's got
Why do people always
flags.
cut me off?
The flags are a chain, like one continuous chain.
Oh wow.
Thank you for the raid. I
Oh,
just
did
saw
we get
that
another
happen.
one?
Thank you so much for the raid.
No.
I think
same
the
one.
first one. Okay. I thought we got
Goblet
another one of this.
Welcome to the insanity.
And
Oh, was it mentioned? I didn't hear it. My bad.
you get to this throne room, and there's a beautiful man with fiery red hair and a fiery red beard with orangish skin, and he's wearing this gold-plated and platinum-accented armor that is, like, continuously steaming.
Nodwick's gonna look at Estra and be like, "You're the noble. Do the talking."
I hate royalty. But fine. I do have a question that's burning in my mind for this man.
Yes.
I'll
How
walk
may I
up.
help you today?
First of all, I have a
Yes.
question.
Right.
You are wearing an armor equivalent to multiple villages worth of gold. Why do you live in a castle made of wood?
Because this castle is fantastic, and I love it and designed it myself, actually.
That's the first
Oh.
question you ask.
You're scared of it burning is the question.
Yes.
And he snaps his fingers, and you see a mage cast a firebolt at the wall, and it just deflect off of it.
Oh, isn't that a cute little party trick?
Oh.
He'll give a nod and like a
Doesn't
miniature bow and just, I
burn.
respect your reasoning. He'll point back to the group. We've come here for your crier's information that he gave us.
The
There's apparently some
missing children. Yes, fantastic. It happens once a month on a full moon. It's terrible.
Write that down.
It started. It started happening 7 or 8 months ago. It's awful. We're not quite sure. We don't have a lot of information on it. It happens once a month. It comes in, steals the children, and then vanishes like a ghost.
Is it a consistent amount of children it takes all the time? So only one or two
one
at
to
a time?
1 to 2 each time.
1 to 2 each time.
Yes.
All right.
You have
Does it
Who's the
take
last
siblings?
victims?
3 questions at once. Go.
Let's do one at a time.
Smart idea.
Who's first? You,
What was it
Turtle
you were
Man.
saying, Sidonius or Turtle?
Oh, who were the last victims? We might want to check out their rooms or wherever they were taken from.
Unfortunately, the last victims that went missing are local street urchins that like to peruse the stalls and hang out in bars. The only reason we realized they were missing is because people were slightly less annoyed per day.
Hmm.
Then
I can
who was the
understand
last
changing
victim?
schedule.
Then who was the last victim that wasn't a nobody?
The victims after that were the children of Jasmine Hambletown. She stays in one of the apartment buildings next to Alistair's amazing assets. Do you guys know where that is, or do I need to point you in the right direction?
I
No,
know
no.
where it is.
Actually, I would absolutely love it if I could get a map.
Of what?
The town.
Oh, right.
I'm so sorry. I haven't been. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sidonius. I have come for mostly the celebration in the casino that's opening up, of course, but this seems like a problem that is plaguing your town. And it's a lovely town. I would hate to see anything else happen to it. Of course, the reward is necessary. We can't do everything for free, as
Understandable.
altruistic as one of our parties likes to be.
I'm prepared to
I
offer
need a
each
map.
of you 35 gold on completion.
Oh my gosh, so much. Oh, what am I gonna
this
do
is-
with it all?
This is going to be a quick one.
Oh,
We need
I'm writing
All
it
right.
down.
So
proof
we
it is a
have,
beast.
you know,
We need some sort of proof that you
come
have
on,
killed the
on full
beast.
moon.
Can be provided. Won't be the first head I've brought back to royalty.
But if it ends up being a specter or an undead of some kind, there might not be a body. What do we do in that case?
We need some sort of proof. Because I'm not going to have you guys go out for 2 days, come back, and be like, it's complete, and I pay you. And then next month, kids go missing again.
A specter or a ghost will bring back any of the children dead or alive as proof.
If you bring them back and they are deceased, I would appreciate some sort of, keep it very, very
Has
low.
it only ever
Decency.
Has it only ever been street urchin children that have been taken, or are there, shall we, lack of a better term, say more important children have been taken?
No, the last ones, I just said the name, and I gotta find her again.
Jasmine
Hamilton.
handle something.
Habbletown?
Hambletown.
Hamble. No beans.
It's street urchins and regular children alike.
Just one.
So not picky then. Interesting.
Boys and girls, if that's your next question.
Okay. Has anybody gathered any types of clues that could send us in the right direction?
Not that we have noticed. We've seen some scratch marks, but sometimes it's 4 scratch marks, sometimes it's 2, and sometimes it's only 1. You could lead if you go to Jasmine's abode. Like I said, it's the apartment building, first floor, next to Alistair's amazing asset. You really can't miss this building. It's very, very much not the same as the rest of the town. As much chagrin as that brings me, I would rather him match the town, but it is what it is. There's really no talking to him if you have. You can go talk to her. And I am King Jameson Windsor, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
It's a fire genasi.
Yeah,
I was going to. Repeat that out for me.
Jameson Windsor.
I get.
Are we talking Jameson like the name or Jameson like the drink?
Yes,
The spelling wise.
the drink.
Great, good call. All right. Okay.
Well.
Oh, and here's your
like we
map,
have an-
sir.
Sid will politely take it. Thank you. I do appreciate this. He's gonna open it, look at it, and then hand it off to Alvis, the map man.
He'll have a really big grin. Let's see you do care.
Sure. We can say I care.
Is there anything else I could help you with? Answer questions. We would really like this to end. The children, we can't keep affording children to keep going missing month after month after month.
You provide us horses or some sort of transportation. I believe we'll have to go out of the city for this one.
You
We have a cart.
I guess.
You guys have horses.
We have a cart.
You have
Yeah,
horses.
we have horses. We stole them from those raiders or
What?
You guys-
peoples.
Well, he assumes we needed more for the other
I
people,
will.
but he hears Renesia. There's like, oh, never mind.
We're good.
Covered.
Oh yes, it's real nice. Only a couple of holes.
We patched most of them.
Yeah, you repaired really bad. I
It
thought
was
you
kind
did
of
a fine
cheap.
job.
It was cheap thread, so it's starting to fray a little bit, but it'll hold up for another rainstorm. At least
The
one.
job done.
Well, we have plenty of stores around here that you can go visit.
Well, not to be disrespectful to the opportunity you've given us, but if we're to go buy things currently, we would need a forward of partial payment. We're a little light on coin. That's part of the reason why we've taken this job.
Make a
I mean,
persuasion check.
I'm gonna hide my gold pouch, just like.
Oh, wow, I can't believe I keep forgetting this every time. Maybe someday I'll get good at it. Hey, DM, I'm gonna roll for my portent. Listen, I gotta do my thing. It's like the only thing that this thing is supposed to do. All right, so cool. All right, so now I'm gonna roll it, which is. You said persuasion?
Yes.
Perhaps.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna use one of my portent dice. The 11 that I rolled is now a 17, so 17 plus 4.
21. I see that is a fair point. Let's see. I will give you 10 now, and the other 20 on completion.
What about the remaining 5?
25.
We'll give you the remaining 25 upon completion.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay with everybody else?
Mm-hmm.
I'm more than amenable to that.
So he will hand you each 10 gold.
Ooh,
Love to see it.
And
You're welcome.
I've made it to the big leagues. I'm
Wow.
finally rich.
Bye, guys.
and mark down that he owes you 25.
Nodwick is just gonna hand his right to Esteron.
Yeah, same with Thormore.
He'll take them and say, thanks, boys.
Party fun? Party fun. For you guys.
I was gonna
You don't
say,
have that yet?
if we look
We haven't gotten there yet.
to like add to it, he's immediately gonna just like, no, this is my gold. Why would I let you touch it?
I pull out a nearly empty leather pouch. Oh, finally, it can have some weight, and I drop the coins in.
Is there any other questions I could answer for you? Or you should probably go check on her before everything opens up. Because when the casino opens up tonight, it's going to be very, very busy.
Also, when is the next full moon?
That's a good
Great
question.
That's out of character and in character?
Very good.
I'm with you.
Like a
Buy
week?
your ice cream. You can do anything about it.
We've got about 8 days until the
Ah,
next
the
full moon.
31st.
Okay.
That gives us plenty of time to look into things.
More side quests.
Just like add it to the list while we get everything else done if it's on the way.
Have it on our
Um,
checklists.
Albus will step forward a little bit, but not like past the party, like too much. Just like presenting himself.
Like cat flag.
Your Highness Jameson, the name's Alvis Reeker, Paladin of Voshthar. I spoke to the Green Maiden's priest. Seems my god's not worshipped in this area. It makes sense. But maybe with time, being the capital...
Really, what's the a continent's name, by the way? I don't remember.
Wellivoria.
Being the capital of Villivoria, I feel all gods should be somewhat signified. Maybe not a temple, but some places of worship. Just a thought.
Why don't we settle on a better rapport between the two of us first, and then we can talk about further business with your god.
Fair enough. I wasn't even just saying about my god. But the bartender at Longboats said there was only 3 temples in the area. Do you have place for worship for others? Maybe not temples, but...
To be completely honest with you, it hasn't really come up in conversation. So the 3 gods, the 3 gods and goddesses that we worship in the capital city are the prominent gods.
Yeah, like I don't know the hierarchy out of character either. So, like the 3 that you listed are like the main gods, and then there's like, got it, makes sense.
Yeah, to put it in better terms, the Green Maiden, the Allmother, is essentially Zeus. Or
Got
Odin,
it. And then there's like
the main girl right there.
cool. Okay.
I don't mean to cause a tizzy nor a commotion. Just a thought. I appreciate your concern and direction.
Fantastic. Well, if there's nothing else, I've got to get ready to go to the ribbon cutting ceremony of the casino.
Aye. Right.
Is it about that time already?
No, we still have hours, but I'm the king, so I need to get there, set up some things.
Diplomatics. I don't miss it.
You have about 4.5 hours before the casino opens.
Well, since you're a very busy man, we'll not bother you any longer. Thank you very much for both providing us with the opportunity and giving us a little coin in advance.
You're very welcome. I look forward to you completing it, and I honestly, sincerely hope you do. because this has become a very, very large thorn in my side.
Your best.
Well, off we go then, aye.
And off we go to intermission.
Yes.
Oh.
Thank God.
Intermission.
This time.
Mac.
We got about 10 minutes. We're going to come back at
9:10.
9...
Oh,
No.
9:05.
9:05.
My fault. My clock's
I
back.
got a timer.
We are now watching this on the TV, and my mom says she would go for Alphas.
Already got.
We'll be right back in 10 minutes. See you guys shortly.
All right.
On that
Hey,
note,
dude.
Welcome
What a change
to
from.
Wellivoria, a large continent in the world of Zaloria. Join our heroes as they visit the capital town of the Brokenry and travel to the far north shores of Blue Shield to the far southern islands of the Canopy and face all the dangers and monsters in between. Stand by our heroes as they face heartbreak and victory along the path to become the true legends they were always meant to be. Or the villains. Stay tuned to get to know all of our different heroes, and don't forget to tune in every Friday at 7:30 EST on Twitch. Most importantly, never forget, embrace the insanity.
Oh, well. Isn't this quaint? Before we get started, you have to ask me why. If I'm going to be here, I'd like to make it at least enjoyable. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Oh no, the cup is no problem. I don't mind at all. I'll drink out of just anything, really. As long as I get drunk from it, am I right? That's certainly a thing. Anyway, go ahead, shall we? My companions? Oh, well. Renasia's delightful, of course. Always one to work hard, finish a job when she says she will. Never one to shy away from making coin. Good at livening up and Alphys is... how do I... beneficially naive. He's a good man, which it makes it all the more tragic that he's around me, Renasia. Now that is an interesting question. I can safely say that Alvis has never met his face before. Do I have any goals that I wish to accomplish? My dear, the only goal that I have is to simply never grow up. Yes?
Alvis, how do you feel about the two people you're traveling with to the capital?
How do I feel about the two people I'm traveling with? Oh, good company to the capital. And I didn't go easy on anybody. But, I will say, Renasia goes a little bit to the eye patch. Physically, I'd say she should be part of my crew. Back when I was in Boardcross. Sidonius is a nice fella, but I swear I've met him before. I can't put my finger on it. He has a little bit of a, familiar face. But fuck. I can't get a read on the two of them. I think they're good. I think.
So how did you feel when you discovered Renacio is a warlock?
Oh, I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew that was the crack. She's always in her tents practicing this banjaxed magic. I never really understood it, but now I do. Finding her fix with the devil or a demon. Old Alvis used to find his power at the bottom of a bottle, and I'm sure she can find her redemption somewhere else. she's strong enough. I've traveled with her now for a couple of weeks. I'm sure she's strong enough to find a different power source.
How do you feel traveling with Elvis?
Oh, Elvis? I mean, he's a nice guy, kind of a stick in the mud, but he serves his purpose just fine. In fact, he's the whole reason I'm getting to the capital. So, truly, I'll have to thank him when the job's done. But, you know, he used to talk about how he was a rowdy sort. I would have very much liked to meet the old Elvis.
What patron gives you all your powers?
Oh, my patron? We don't need to talk about that right now. In fact, I doubt you could even fathom the deals I've made and what I've sacrificed to get where I am today. But it's okay. It isn't a big issue.
Here is good. Oh, maybe I gotta look in here. Well, I don't know why you want to talk to me. I'm just Thormore's pet.
Why do you let Thormore call you his pet?
Well, if you got 3 meals a day, you'd let him call you his pet too. I don't even have to pay for him. He just feeds me.
Nodwick, how do you tolerate your traveling companions?
Well, that's simple. Thormore feeds me. And Esteron, well, Esteron's sad. And I'm sad. Together, we make each other a little less sad.
Nodwick, you're a cleric. Who do you worship?
Well, I worship the shepherd, goddess of death. Well, I was excommunicated from the church. Hopefully one day I'll be communicated with the church again, and then I can take the role of Grand Inquisitor. I'm not too fond of the current one.
Why is your shield a turtle shell?
Well, it's my brother's turtle shell. After he died, I turned it into a shield. That way I always have my brother with me, even though he's dead.
What happened to your brother?
Well, I don't know. Church sent him on a mission. He was gone for 3 weeks. There was a day he was supposed to come home and he didn't. Right as I was about to go out looking for him, Bach showed up on the porch. Had his shell, his quarterstaff, and this purple flower. I'm not quite sure what the purple flower means. The church wouldn't tell me. And when I told them I was gonna pursue it, they kicked me out.
Nodwick, do you want to avenge your brother?
Well, I would like to find the killers of my brother. But I don't have any leads outside of that purple flower. Anybody I show the purple flower to seems to not want to deal with it. Well, it's dinner time. My tummy's rumbling. Take me to Thormore. Well, why are you sitting there? I said it's dinner time. I don't want to answer any more questions. I'm hungry.
Thormore, do you like who you travel with?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love who I travel with. I have a best friend named Estron, and I have a pet named Nodwick. Well, he named himself.
Thormor, what is it like traveling with Esteron?
Oh, well, I mean, I found him being very sad in a tavern, and after I became his friend, I made him a more light and happy person.
That giant fuck picked me up and took me with him. It was not voluntary.
What is it like traveling with Nordwick?
Well, he is my pet, and I found him washed up on a beach, needing saving, and I nurtured him. I nurtured the man back to health.
Well, he feeds.
Oh, great to come back on. Great to come back on. Everybody, give a round of applause for Thormor, the first fake dice ever awarded in C2.
Thank you guys. Yeah.
You know what?
Good love.
Fuck it. In this campaign, they're gonna stack to 2.
Oh, I like it.
You know what to do next stream, guys.
Alright, you guys are walking out of the castle. I'm assuming towards Jamie's house.
Oh yeah.
Jasmine's
house. I have
Jasmine.
Yep, I have Jasmine down.
Jamie's our butler.
Right.
Yeah.
To be fair, you have a lot of J's so far. We have
Yeah,
Jameson,
I know.
Jasmine, and Jamie, and they
Yeah.
all start with just, so it's hard.
I got it.
Miss Hambleton's house.
Hambleton.
Yeah,
so
Campbelltown.
the minute we exit the gates, Nodwick is just gonna look at Sidonius and be like, "Told you if there was more of us, we'd get more money."
That's fair.
I wasn't necessarily arguing with you beforehand. In fact, if I remember correctly, I said that was the most sound point that had been made so far. I'm simply trying to play the devil's advocate. You never know what's going to happen. You might as well be prepared for every opportunity.
You talk really fast.
It's like he dances with his words. I don't like it.
There's a certain eloquence, I think they mean to say. A certain je ne sais quoi to the way you talk.
What?
Yeah. Big words, buddy. Don't worry about it.
I think it was Elvish. I don't know.
He talks
Okay,
good.
see, he didn't even know what he said.
It was an Elvish, I can assure you of that.
Alright, so are we going to talk to this Jasmine lady? Miss Whittlebobble?
Absolutely. Alvis, bring out the map. He showed us. He gave us a rough estimation of where she
I know
is.
where
We might
it
as
is.
well
Just
be able to find
follow.
it.
But I wanted to use the map.
He's really
Could you
big
point
on
on the map?
He's
Fine,
really big on
use
his
the
maps.
map.
He's gonna roll out very intentionally like the world map, and then be like,
Hey, hold on.
and then roll out the town map.
There you go.
Sidonius behind him just like rolls his eyes.
You know, if you're a cartographer, you can just say that. You don't have to waste precious time rolling out a second map.
But where's the fun in not showing anybody?
And Nodwick just points to Alistair's. He goes, "This is the weird building. This is the apartment building. Lead the way."
He'll like roll the map up
Well then. Follow me.
and like jaunt off, very excited. He will, when you pointed to it, he would have put Alistair's like in like right next to the shop.
There's about a
excited.
35-minute walk from the castle to Alistair's.
Great.
On the road again.
I can't wait to have a meaningless conversation with all of these people.
Well, we
for
can,
so long.
or we can speed it up. Is there anything anybody wants to talk to, or are we all of a sudden there?
Is there a bar on our way as we're passing?
No, the bar that you guys stayed in was before you get to Alistair's, which is farther away from Alistair's now, because you're walking further into the city.
So we're not passing any other establishments
No.
on the way? Damn.
Are we passing anything visually interesting? Something that might draw the attention?
Everything is pretty much the same here. It's very, like, HOA-ish in this town. Jameson Windsor is a very
okay.
particular human. That's why he hates Alistair so much.
Genasi?
It's not in
Fire
order.
Ganassi.
That's why he doesn't. Yeah, that's why he doesn't like Alistair so much, because it's so out of place.
Weird.
It's not wood. It's like stone and marble, and there's like a glass dome on the top of it for some weird reason, and these
Actually,
infernal dancing lights.
Yeah.
I have one question, and it's for some. So like, that's all I'll have. But so to Sidonius.
I've been meaning to ask, what exactly were you reading in the Green Maiden's temple?
No, I wasn't reading anything. I couldn't read that text. I know a fair few languages, but unfortunately that one was one.
What were you flipping through it for then?
Well, it was a book. Why wouldn't I? Who's to say there wouldn't be knowledge in there that I would understand?
Better points.
I would like to find like a street food vendor, like rat on a stick or something, and just
Yeah,
pick
like
up
what time of day is
two
it
of them.
now? Like we left when it was about 9 a.m.
Yep, you left. You went to you went to the temple. You talked. Then they ended up talking to the crier. Then you walked about 35 minutes to get to the castle. Talked to him. You're on your 35-minute back. The fair is on its last day, so you're passing like food carts and little games and stuff like that. It's about I'd say 12:30.
Yeah, I'd like to grab a little quick bite from somewhere.
Well, you're passing funnel cakes, and you're passing, I'm just going to say rat on a stick because you said it. And you're passing like a little beer cart.
I'll take a rat on a stick, please.
Rat on a stick. This rat on a stick be about 2 copper pieces. Fresh rat on a stick. Well, fresh-ish rat on a stick. 2 copper pieces.
I'll take 2, sir.
4 copper pieces.
I hand him a 4.
Fantastic. Here's your 2 rats on a stick. Do you want any sauce with your rat on a stick or no?
Oh yes, I'd like what's the spiciest thing you got?
Spiciest thing we got is these here peppers over here. Not sure what they're called, but I bit into them once, threw up instantly. It was awful, but we made them into sauce.
I'll take 2.
Fantastic. And he just like slathers the sauce on there. We'll call them Pepper X.
Pepper X.
Do you have any more of those peppers?
I mean, yeah,
Just
but you
the
don't.
pepper. Just one, please.
Give me a copper for it.
Nodwick's gonna hand a copper
Yeah.
piece and turn and give the pepper to Thormore. I bet you can't eat this.
Oh my god, my pet's feeding me now. Hesteron, I told you we were going to be a wretch.
And without hesitation, he's just going to eat it.
Constitution save
Don't
with
use the-
disadvantage.
With this.
Sid is
Oh,
absolutely
no.
locked in. Like the moment that Nodwick turned to Thormore and was like, "I bet you won't eat this," Sid was like, "Oh, this is going to be fun."
Who's got money on this?
Estron stresses out and goes to the beer cart. He doesn't want to be near the puking range.
Estron, get me one.
That's
Did you
a
see what he
13.
ate last night? I'm not going to be in the splash zone.
13, you don't throw up, but your breath is gone from your body. You got the sweats, and you feel like your tummy, like you're fixing to go boom boom.
I did it. I did it. Now what? It sucks. What was the point of this?
Estron, get him one.
I'll go and get 3 strong ales.
And as you bring
Yeah.
the 3 back, I'm going to grab all 3, one by one. This thing is burning my mouth.
I haven't paid for them yet, idiot.
Pay them. Pay them, man. Oh.
Well, he took all 3.
Sid is
Can I
also
get
just,
2
like,
more,
at
I
the beer
guess? That'll be
cart.
5.
Okay, you want a dark, you want a stout, you want an ale. What you want? We got a lot of stuff.
Strong ale.
Strong
100%.
ale. All right, let's give
I
you
second that.
the Gold Dragon Ale. It's great. It's got like this apple and orange flavor to it with like walnut undertones. It's fantastic.
I'll take exactly that. He
Yeah,
just took
2 silver
3 of
pieces
them.
a bottle.
A bottle, you say? And you'll buy...
Like a regular beer bottle.
You'll buy 6, because Big Man took 3. I'll take 1. I'll hand 1 off to Nodwick, and he knows that Sidonius drinks, so he'll, like, underhand toss it over to him.
You also have a
God.
bottle of something in your bag that you can give them too without spending more money.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about
Whoa!
We're gonna pretend and I catch it.
suspicious bottle from
No,
strangers?
no, you heard nothing. You heard nothing.
So he just gives you the 6 bottles and goes, appreciate your business. Come back anytime. Well, not too soon, because probably need to go get more here in a second.
Oh, I'll be pre-drinking the casino. You'll see me again.
Oh, do that. They've got they just got a fresh shipment in, like the casino, because it's special, and they've got a keg of this great stuff. It's called Wyvern Tail Ale. I don't know if you've ever had it, or you even know what it is, but it's supposed to be the strongest stuff on the planet. They got 1 keg, but it's pricey, my friend. You need deep pockets to drink this, my friend. And I'm just letting you know, pal, man, it's worth every single piece you can give them to get as much as you possibly. He's gonna keep talking until you walk away.
Albus, like over the shoulder of the group. Like he wasn't interested in the beer cart till like he overheard a little bit.
Aye, it really is. Wyvern's Tail Ale is the only beer I drink. Ever.
And just goes,
Well, all right, my friend, I'm telling you right now, my friend, you go there and you order as much as you could possibly get, because once you do, my friend, pal, buddy, it's gonna change your whole life.
It's part of the reason I became a paladin.
And I'm gonna walk away.
Like Sid's gonna have his like beer bottle, and he's just gonna like kind of give a friendly nudge to Esperon. Well, I don't know if you've noticed our tall friend here, but he's quite affluent. And I'm only saying that because of what he physically looks like clothing-wise. Like, how he is, like, the clothing he's wearing and how he's presented himself, he very clearly has money.
yeah. Estron was saying, I've tried it before.
It's
but
fantastic.
I don't mind having some more.
It's fantastic. I'm telling you, it's the greatest ale ever created. It's so delicate. The brewing process takes months to just make 1 keg. Like, months and months. It's amazing. And I'm telling you, once you do and you drink it and you get the right fresh barrel,
I'm gonna start walking away and just start drinking.
Okay, all right. Well, I hope to see you again soon, sir.
Sidonius, he
Dips out.
talks faster than you.
Well, I'm sure you'll find and come to understand that there are 2 types of people who talk quickly. Those who have something worth it to say and would like to be finished, and those that are completely meaningless and empty, but have to fill the silence somehow.
Without
For
rolling
those who are
insight, you get
trying
the
to
fact
lie.
that the beer cart guy's the second type.
Nodwick, looking right at Sitter, goes, or ones that have something to hide and lie about, and just keeps walking.
Oh man, if he just before Nodwick turns around to continue walking, Sid just gives him the biggest grin, just the most shit-eating grin.
He called your ass out so quick. Oh shit.
Well, after walking and much panting, Thoramore, the burn is still on the back of your throat, but it's not intolerable at the moment. You've probably gone through a couple linens worth of rags to wipe the sweat off. But you arrive in front of Alistair's amazing assets and the apartment building.
Alistair's amazing assets. Don't go in there unless you want to feel really fuzzy.
Can
Fine,
you
fuzzy.
extrapolate for me what that means?
Aye.
There, you see the window, how it's hazy? That's not the
Mhm.
window, that's smoke. And if you go in there, you'll feel very weird.
Oh, that sounds like an experience I want to have. And Sid immediately goes in. He doesn't wait for anybody else. He just goes in.
Well, does
Follow.
anybody follow him in there?
Yeah. Estron's
Yeah.
going back in.
Okay.
Oh, Vestron, Thormore's following.
Well, they know. As you guys walk in, there's magical items everywhere, packed to the gills. Magical rugs, magical swords, spears, books, arrows, bows, scrolls, gems, armor. It's everywhere. And yes, it's super hazy in here. And behind the counter, you find this turtle in this, like, purple, triangular wizard's hat, like Merlin in the Disney movie, and, like, a purple robe. And up top, you notice that there's, like, this dude wearing, like, this bucket hat and these medieval board shorts, and somehow has a Hawaiian print shirt on.
Okay.
Well.
Estron's gonna like mock the turtle before. He's like, "We're back, man."
Hey, man, did you already go through all that stuff I gave you, man?
Oh no, I'm
You
saving
guys are
that for
gonna
a special
pass out,
occasion.
man.
Sid's just like, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I haven't been here before myself. Are you giving free samples away? I would love to learn anything about that.
Well, it's your first time in here, man. Welcome to Alistair's Amazing Assets franchise. Free sample of what, man?
Well, I don't know. What do you have to offer me? I'm quite the open-minded individual.
I got a lot of stuff to offer you for a price, man, but I don't know about free. Like, I still gotta eat.
Oh, I completely understand. That being said, I'm unfamiliar with this town. I'm unfamiliar with this building. I'm unfamiliar with who you are. I've been so terribly rude. My name is Sidonius, and you're Alistair?
Yeah,
correct?
man. Yeah. He's actually blinking at different times, by the way.
Absolutely charming individual. What's your best-selling item?
My best selling or most expensive?
Both.
Well, the most expensive item I got it's a rug. It's up there, up at the top. Hey, my man. It's in the guy with the bucket hat leads over and goes, "Ha, what's up, bros? What do you..." Oh, almost fell off the rail. What are we pointing out? Is the rug, man. Just point to it. So this guy points to the rug. He goes, "It's like a 9x9 flying carpet, man. It'll run you about 350,000 gold."
A reasonable price for such an object.
My best selling item is probably like the holy water, man. That's still pretty pricey as I look up my prices.
I'm sure I know someone who would delight in having some of that on his person. I, however, am looking for something a little more fun. I couldn't help but notice that your windows are fogged, but they're not frosted.
Yeah, man. That's the stuff that I got in this here pipe. And he pulls up like this just dusty old corncob looking pipe and takes a big toke of it.
What do you have in that vein? I'm looking to have a great time, even.
The drugs, man? It's
Drugs are bad.
It's called hobbit grass, man.
Hobbit grass?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
And it makes you feel all, like, relaxed, man. It's like
Well,
5
very
gold
clearly.
a hit.
Okay.
The turtle man knows what's up, don't you, man?
He was actually the one who told me about it.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I like him.
I try my best.
Oh,
It
here,
was worth it.
since you guys are being so polite, and without saying anything else, he hits a toke and blows it directly in your face.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Make a Constitution save.
Hell yeah. Okay. This is
Chat.
gonna go
Let's use this.
probably
dice.
okay.
Is
Anyway,
this everyone's
be
face or
prepared for fucked up.
Just
Sidonius?
Sid's.
Pretty good, Sid.
Okay, cool.
Wow, I'm very proud of that. So that's a 19 plus a 1, so I got a soft 20.
A soft 20, so you save from it. So
Nice.
as the colors
Yay.
start to get super bright and you start to like smell colors, it kind of starts to fade away.
Yeah, just see Sid go for a moment, just go,
You could smell color, couldn't you?
yes, I did. First time that's happened.
Because it is
Certainly
quite
an
the
experience worth having.
Yeah, man, it's awesome, man. And you hear the guy in the bucket hat above you just start hacking up a lung. He knows.
Alistair, how much was it again?
It's 5 gold a hit, man.
It's a lot. It's
Yeah.
a lot. For now, it's a lot. I mean, later.
Well, if you come back, it may be a different price. He doesn't know what's going on.
I don't believe it was 5 when I bought it.
Yeah, I swore it was 1.
He grows it and sells it and is high as a kite the whole time.
I love it.
Based on what you're both saying, it reminds me of Gnome Leaf. From my hometown, at least. I don't know.
I don't know either, man. This looks like grass. It's like a big bundle of stuff, and it grows, and it's green, and it grows like straight up in the air like this, man, and it looks like a bunch of little tiny fingers, man, just poking
Let's
out
just
towards
say
the
old
sun.
Alvis doesn't have advantage on poison saves from being a dwarf.
Wasn't the stuff he gave me purple?
What's a poison save?
Different grow.
Yeah, I had purple grass.
We got the better stuff.
I'm not even gonna say it. Nodwick's thinking that, but not saying.
Wait till you come back and it's completely different.
Yeah, that's gonna
I
be
got
the
this
time.
rainbow grass, man.
Next
and
time it's just an
like-
anxiety attack.
It could just be yellow next time.
Oh my god.
Like acorns or
Seriousness
something.
though, guys, we didn't really come in to the area for the store. There's children that are going missing.
I was just about to ask about that. Alistair, we've been told that your apartments, I believe, the ones that you own, they used to have someone named Jasmine Hamiltown?
Yeah, man, she's a nice lady. I own those apartments. The guy in the bucket hat up top goes, "Yeah, man." Oh, when did that happen? Yeah, she's nice lady. She comes in here all the time. Yep.
Fantastic to hear. Would it, if it's not too much trouble, may we go and, I don't know, look around her apartment a little bit? We're trying to find her.
Well, she's there now, man.
Adonius, her child went missing.
I thought that was the child. I thought Jasmine Hamilton was the child.
The mother.
Was
No,
the
that's
last
the
person
mother.
taken. Dang. Okay, what was the child's name? Because
We didn't get the
apparently-
child's
We didn't get it.
They didn't tell us.
That's so stupid. I thought those questions followed each other. Jesus fuck. Get it together.
I don't know who this Jesus fella is,
Then
man,
off
but you're
we're gonna
real
go
angry
off
at
on
him.
it. I guess. Then I would like to disengage from this conversation and just go the fuck up and go find Jasmine because I'm.
You
Oh.
were
I got my
high.
hit. I got my experience. I had a good time.
The
Let's do it.
holy wait, you still want to know about the holy oil, Miss Lady? Person, man.
I'd like to hear about it.
Stuff so
That's
strong, you
20
can't tell.
gold a vial. Vial's good for about 3 stokes. You can put your arrows in there 3 times, and then the vampires just.
Yes, it's already like he's like left. He is no longer in the same room as anybody else.
Can
He's
I-
gonna
Nodwick's
look
following
at-
Sid.
Yeah. He's gonna look at him and say, "Can you put a vial on hold for me so you don't sell out? I may need to come back for this. I have a hunch."
Yeah, man, I can do that.
Well,
Alright. You just put that in the back somewhere, and when I come back, you go get it for me.
Holy oil.
Holy oil.
Yeah, man, I think it's possible.
Alistair,
Yeah,
it doesn't go bad, does it?
I don't think so, man.
Yeah, I'll take the vial.
Alright. You
Bitch,
got the
spender.
money?
I do. Business now is better than business later.
Whatever gets me paid, man.
He's got a good point. I'll turn to Thormore and Novik and say, "What do you think, boys? Do you think we should get a vial of this stuff?"
I can just enchant. I'm a cleric.
Oh.
I can just make oil holy with a prayer and some magic.
Hey, man, you're taking my business away, man. That's not cool.
That's a detail that could have been said so much sooner.
Oh, sir, do you sell normal oil?
Yeah.
How much do you charge for the normal oil?
Like 2
Silver.
gold.
he'll look
For
over.
oil?
He'll look over at Nodwick.
It still seems like you could bless a few vials, yeah?
Yeah.
And Alistair will reach back on the table and pull like half his stack away.
Oh wait, man. What are you? Oh right.
I'll put 4 down as well. I'll take 2 vials of your cleanest oil.
It's all pretty clean, man. We make it fresh from the leftover stuff.
It's that kind of oil.
I'll take 2 of the vials of oil.
All right, here you go. And it's like this amber liquid.
Wait, I missed what you said. Is this like fucking just residual?
I mean, some would call it, it's definitely not for cooking. It's hash oil.
No, I know. Elvis is gonna look to Nodwick.
I'm assuming I should just get the holy oil then.
I mean, this stuff's cheaper, man.
I can make holy drugs.
Holy cow. I might have to.
I'm
We need
so
to talk
sad.
later.
I'm so mad Sid's not there to hear this right now.
So mad.
So you guys
Nodwick is not even 100% sure he can. He's just saying it with the utmost confidence.
I know that you can do it with water. I know you can do it with water.
I know I can make holy water like it's nothing, but
we can always
holy
go back.
oil, why not?
Did you guys
Holy
mark that
drugs?
gold off?
Yeah, I wrote 2 THC oil. I am assuming.
Yep,
and
that's about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I can cook with the fuck out of that.
Thank you, Puff Man.
There's a theme going on here at Alistair's Amazing Assets franchise.
Yep.
AAA, guys. AAA.
Esteron, Thormore, the squirrely one left. We should probably go upstairs to the apartments.
That's a good
mean-
description of him.
We don't really need to chase after him, do we? Fine.
Well, we gotta talk to Jasmine. And I don't trust him to tell me what she really says.
Thormore
I see.
can even fit in apartments.
Already some trauma going on, I see.
I've fit in a few.
What? Those door frames are in for a surprise. Let's go.
All right.
Could I have left with Sid as he departed? Okay.
Sure could.
Thank you. I
Hey,
heard,
man, if you're chewing up there with the
350,000.
munchies, give me some.
No.
Celery
He wasn't talking to you. He was talking to the guy up top.
Oh.
All the background noises get worked in.
that's
Is
good. I
that for
live
me
next-
typing?
I live next
No,
to
it's
a
for Brad crunching
highway.
celery.
That's good.
No.
Leave me alone.
Are you guys?
I
Are you guys
also
all
More
noted-
lunchtime.
Like,
He's munching.
Sid wouldn't have gone in and tried to talk to this lady without everybody else being there.
Okay, yeah,
That
we'll
defeats
meet
the
up
point.
with you outside the
Yeah,
apartment.
yeah. He knows he likes Elvis deep down.
Depends how much
Sure,
Hobbit
keep
grass
telling
you
yourself that. Whatever gets you to sleep tonight. No,
Nothing.
but while they're standing there, he's like looking at Renezia and he's like, "You genuinely should have been standing where I was standing. That was an amazing experience. I think you would have personally enjoyed it. You're young. You've your whole life ahead of you to discover things, but
I don't
that was
know.
that was a good
5
experience.
gold? That's a little steep. I don't think I've ever,
Oh, I didn't
until
pay.
recently, even seen.
I wasn't going to pay
Mhm.
5 gold. Don't worry. I was
Ugh.
not going to be doing that.
The stuff they had last night was only 1 gold a bag.
Oh,
Hmm.
a charlatan.
Aye.
No, it was different stuff.
Oh,
The
The stuff
same
last
type
night
of
was
leaf.
purple.
Ooh,
Oh,
purple.
that's interesting.
things aren't meant to be purple. That's just unnatural.
It's like there's different
Aren't-
strains
aren't
of
It's
them
just
hobbit
purple?
grass.
standing there covered in
Hobbit
purple.
grass.
I am
Yeah.
Right.
clearly purple.
Aye. A dime bag's a dime bag no matter where you go. 5 gold's a little steep.
Nodwick knocks.
Shot thought he was eating chips. Nah, Brad's healthy.
Hello?
Is that Jasmine? Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm Nodwick. This is Thormore and Esteron and other people and Alvis. And we're here to investigate your the missing kid thing. We're sent by the king. Can we see the room that kid was taken from? Was kid boy or girl?
She opens the door and she is a human woman, shorter side, like very, very disheveled looking, and still has those red rings around her eyes that she has been probably hysterical the past couple weeks. Yes, it's children.
Okay. What were their names, by the way?
My son's name was Deeran.
Okay.
And my daughter's name was McKillen.
All right. Can you lead us to the room? Alvis, can you talk with her while we investigate?
If I may. Or not. Alvis, I think I'll come with you. I believe I'm uniquely qualified to help with this situation.
You have always been bright and cheery to talk with me, so yes. I agree.
Well, she'll point, and as you walk back, you go down like a tiny, tiny little hallway, and you'll turn to the right, and in the room is 2 beds, and then a window. But around the window, the frames on either side, the right and the left, have been broken, and the whole bedroom is upturned, and there's all kind. Well, before I tell you any more, whoever's in there, roll an investigation check.
Nodwick pulls out his magnifying glass and starts inspecting.
All right, Franklin the turtle.
Yes, someone said it. I've been thinking about this whole fucking episode.
Okay, takes out his magnifying glass, like, oh yes, I must look at this.
Who all is in the room? Because it's not a big room.
I'll be in there.
I think that's about as much space.
You could get about 2 of you in there, and the rest of you is probably in the hallway.
Could I have Squishy in there since he's a tiny familiar?
Sure.
Okay, Squishy's gonna do some investigating for me.
Okay.
Why else would I have a familiar?
That is a 24, a 19 plus a 5.
Awesome.
Oh wow. Investigation is intelligence. They have +2, 19.
Okay.
Can I walk outside below this window and get a different vantage point and see if there's any markings or anything like that?
Investigation.
Yeah, I see a full room and my anxiety spikes when I go outside.
Sid, what'd you get?
Oh man, I shouldn't have
Or
rolled
investigation? I'm not in that. I'm not looking in the room.
Okay.
I went with Alvis to go speak with the woman.
Okay. Esteron, you notice that there's a window
in her living room.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait at the entrance door to the apartment and make sure no one else is gonna come for this apartment.
Yeah.
The crier's probably still talking about it, so.
With a natural 1, you're like, it could be wood, it might be weird wood-looking stone, or it may just be dirt. I don't know.
Who built this fucking place?
You're not even sure it's a building at this point.
Mud hut.
Nodwick and Squishy. As you're looking through, what was it again, Nodwick?
24,
Okay.
19 plus a 5.
You notice that the bed sheets are ripped asunder. They're just mauled. The bedposts look like there's bite marks. You actually find a fingernail and a bit of some sort of blackish gray fur.
Black. All right. Yeah, he's gonna. He's an investigator, so I'm sure he has like a little bag or something to put the fur in.
Sure, you have little burlap evidence bags.
Evidence bag.
Yep. He's an investigator by trade, so. Yeah, he's gonna pick that up. He's gonna write. Like, he's looking with the magnifying glass. He starts writing on this little notepad that he has. Like, teeth marks. Is there anything unique about the teeth marks? Do they look animalistic? Do they look human? Do they look turtle?
With that high of a roll, they definitely look sharp and animalistic.
Sharp.
And huge.
I love that you asked if it looked turtle.
It's
really Nodwick. Nodwick's the real killer.
That dream messed him up, that's why.
Yeah.
He's gonna turn around. I assume Thormore is in the room with them.
Yeah.
He's just gonna look up at Thormore and be like,
well, Thormore's in the hallway.
He's gonna. Oh, who's in there with me then?
Just you and Squishy.
This little squid on the floor. He's gonna be like, huh?
Oh no, he's invisible, floating around.
Yeah, you wouldn't
You're
see
by
the
yourself.
squid's invisible.
He's gonna walk out, and whoever he sees first, he's gonna be like, animal teeth marks on the bed frame. Ripped up sheets look like claw marks, and I found this grayish black fur.
Ooh.
I don't exactly know what type of fur it is, but if we can find some kind of hunter or something, they might be able to identify it.
Austin, are we like on ground level?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, and he's gonna look. Who else is in the hallway? I know everyone's He's gonna look at Renasia. Do you know of any hunters nearby?
I only got here yesterday.
Oh well, that's good to know. That's great. Where's the little one with the map?
He only got here yesterday.
Oh, he has a map.
I don't think the king told us about hunters to put on the map, unfortunately, but...
Well, you think if there was some sort of shop in this giant city, they would be marked on a map that the king would given him.
No, we had to fill in the drug place ourselves, actually.
Drug place.
Yeah,
Cool,
forget the
Morris.
match guidance. Drugs.
That's a great idea, Thormore. You should go ask him about it.
Well, as you do that, you two were talking to Jasmine.
Yeah, I assume we would have probably been like in her living room or like the communal space. We've come to investigate the missing children, and we were told your children were the last taken. Before we get too far into any questions, I just want to say that you have my deepest condolences. There is no pain that can compare to what you are experiencing right now. And I am sorry that you have to go through this. Your children, are they twins? Is one older than the other?
Just fraternal twins.
Interesting. And how old are they?
10.
Taking notes. Making sure. Have you had any odd people? Like, before they were taken, have you seen anyone odd around town? Aside from us, that is. I know we're not from around here, clearly.
No, it was actually very, very quiet the night that happened. They just a normal, just cloudless night. Every star was a beautiful night. We ate dinner. We came back in. I put them to bed. I came back out to fetch some water to start washing dishes, and the next thing I know was a loud bang, a growl. I tried to walk in the room to see what was going on. I didn't catch anything. Something hit me, and I woke up, and the room was wrecked. My children are missing. And you're not saying condolences because you think they're dead, right? They've got to be still alive. They can be still alive out there.
Of course. We haven't, as far as we know, we don't know there's any bodies. But this is a very scary time, and I understand that, at least in your position, the worst things can come to mind. Alvis, would you go into the kitchen and get her a glass of water? I'm sure she could need it.
Yeah, he'll look to you with like surprise with how you're handling this so far.
Ma'am, is that all right?
Yes, yes.
Just wanted to make-
Feel free to help yourself to some too if you need any.
Thank you. And he'll stand up and make his way into the kitchen to get glasses of water. Come back. But I don't know if that was a cue. Like, Logan, are you using that?
It was not a cue. It was just to give him something to do and appeal them more to this poor woman. That was it.
Oh,
It
okay.
was in fact a ploy. Don't look into it too deeply.
I was just making sure you didn't want to like say anything to her or something.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he'll
no.
come back. He'll give water to her.
Where'll find your kids? Just have hope for now.
It's the only thing keeping me from throwing myself off the top of this building. I have to hope some way, somehow, they're still alive. They're strong kids, and they're so nice. They're so nice. They've both got beautiful, long, blonde hair.
Oh.
Actually, they should be easy to spot. One of them has a green left eye, and the other one has a green right eye.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm sure they're beautiful children.
If you're feeling down, go to the Green Maiden's Temple. Your kids will want a place to come home to. You can't throw yourself off of a building.
I go there 2 or 3 times a week, and she kind of gestures, and right on her little mantle is a little tiny statue of the larger statue that you saw in the temple.
That's good. In times like this, it's good to have a good, solid support system.
Yes.
Keep faith. Like Alvis said, we will find your children.
If you want to, don't tell him that I sent you. But if you want to go talk to Kofi Noel, it seems like it all started when his kid went missing. His was the first one to go.
What was that name again?
You're not there.
Oh shit.
I got you. No big deal. I got you. I wrote it down. No big deal. I got you.
Write it down.
It's Kophe.
Ah.
I spelled that way wrong.
And no, is that like a KN or is it just N?
Knoll.
Well, Jasmine, may the tides and the storm's wings guide you
That
somewhere.
I don't know that phrase.
Vostar, not the Green Maiden.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yes.
He'll like turn around and be like, "Fuck, damn it."
Kofi lives outside the city walls.
Thank you. That's important information to know. Can I, if it's not too much of a problem, can I know why you don't want him to know that you sent us?
He scares me.
Oh. And why is that?
He just... I don't know, there's something not right about him. I just don't know. I get weird feelings when I'm in his presence.
I see. Well, thank you for the warning.
To see if you go out the gates of the castle, he lives about 50, 60 feet behind this really nasty, rundown tavern. I'm not sure
Okay.
the name, but it's the only tavern outside the gates.
Were we outside the gates?
Yep.
Or was that in the gates?
I was gonna say, is that what?
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say it's the same tavern.
Yeah, she's talking about the one you. Yeah, she's talking about the one you slept in.
Longboat pints.
Alvis will turn back around and point to it on his map because he knows at least where the Longboat Tavern is.
Already spent the night there. You know, Not as bad as you're probably thinking it is. Lots of probably change has happened since you last were there.
Well, somebody died of a disease in there 2 weeks ago.
Diseases are spread all about. Sure, it's not them.
Please wash your hands when you leave.
No.
You hear a cough from down the hallway. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's just about to reconvene because he wants to know if they figured out anything in the room. Thank you so much for answering our questions. We might have more. Our other companions might have some as well. I am going to go speak with them about what they've seen in your children's room. And then he excuses himself and goes down the hall.
And she gets up and she'll walk back to the kitchen and she's like washing clean dishes like she's a mess.
Yeah.
Austin.
Brandon.
Sorry. Do I sound that nasally? Oh no, my whole.
Shattered.
But can I investigate the door to this room in the hallway? Because it's just this room that's like all messed up, right?
Yeah.
So I want to see why the door's not.
Because they came through the window.
Well, yeah.
So that's why
But I'm curious why they didn't go through.
Roll an investigation check.
Like tear through the house or whatever.
we're on the main floor. We're not children.
14.
You can't really. It just looks like a regular door. Maybe it was opened, and somebody could or may not have been laying down unconscious outside the door because she opened it to go check on her kids. So you could probably see that the beast saw that somebody went to go check and left the same way it came.
Through the window.
This is on the first floor, right? Like, there's no jump. Okay.
Window's about 4 feet off the ground.
Yeah. Nodwick's gonna continue to be... Because last thing before we jumped was Nodwick telling Thormore to go help Elvis with the ladies. Like, yeah, you could definitely help calm her down.
Well, the Thormor will pass by Sidonius, kind of looking at Sidonius nervously, not trying to speak with Sidonius, move past and see Elvis.
Your map. Is there anything about a hunter on it?
Maps normally have buildings on it, not people.
Well, is there like anywhere you could take hides or any sort of... I don't know, I've never been to a big city before. I'm used to knowing my way around.
There's hides, and outposts, traders guilds, and he I've never been here before. I don't know.
Right, but at the king, when we went to see the king, you acquired a map, did you not?
He's gonna pull the map out, and the only labeled thing on it would be the Alistair shop.
So, we know one of two things. Alistair's shop.
And then he's gonna start writing in the Longboat, other tavern they went to.
Longboat Tavern. We need to fill out the map. Kind of think of it as, what's the game? 1 through 10, you make a picture. I don't remember what it's called.
Now your map's labeled.
There you go.
Thormor, it's a good idea then. Beast must have done it, is what you think.
That's what Nodwick thinks. He's a very smart pet.
Portal.
Why is this woman so sad still? Have you not cheered her up?
I don't know you very well, but imagine if Nordwick and Esteron disappeared in the night.
I can't, because they haven't. They're still there.
I'm not.
That's a silly prediction. Why would you say such a thing? That's very mean to think of.
Exactly, though. mean. She's hurt.
Hey, look, you guys look like all this, but at least this barbarian could read and write.
It's true.
Well,
Well, if you're not going to cheer her up, then I might as well. She's sad, and you can make her happy.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Why not?
It's actually, well,
He's gonna like pause for a second, and, like think.
people when they've lost something want one of two things. One, for it to come home, whether broken or alive in this case. Two, for their space to be respected. And no offense, you going there to make her feel better might not do that.
Honey, pistachios will talking sucks so much.
I can only imagine with that voice.
I got a cheek of pistachios.
Chipmunk it.
I have a bunch.
Well,
Maybe eat during the break then, huh?
then we need to
I'll
go.
Brandon.
No, eat when you want. If you think that I should not bother her, then we shouldn't. We should head out and try to find whatever you called it, an outpost or a guild of trades.
I like the way you think. And if we do find her children, why don't you be the first one to talk to her?
You mean it?
He like looks like no one else is in the hallway near him. He's like, "Hey,
I'm sure you're great with people. That's why you wanted to talk to her.
Thank God. Esteron says every time I open my mouth when we're out on our travels that I start stuff up and he ends up having to kill people.
I'm outside.
his eyes open up when you say kill people."
I don't like killing. Don't look at me like that. I'm against killing.
I get it.
He's just gonna.
Right, Nordwick.
I assume at this, while that conversation's going on, Sid has gotten up to Renizia and Nodwick.
Brandon, your name's hard to pronounce, bro. Leave people alone.
It's just Renazia. What do you mean? It's not that
Renazia?
hard.
Renosia.
Renazia.
Listen,
Renazia.
Brandon, as somebody who always has a character whose nobody can fucking pronounce the name of, I get it.
Blame random fantasy name generator.
Let's be
okay,
honest.
guys?
Let's be
Not
honest.
me.
Brad couldn't pronounce Kar's Revere for the first 2/3 of the campaign, so.
No, I could have. I just thought it was funny.
No.
So Sid, you come up to us. Like,
Yeah, at this point, I've well found my way. Did either of you find anything interesting in the room? Anything that could be a clue of some kind? I'm sure
Nodwick.
we're all on the same page with what it probably is, but you never know.
Nodwick just kind of looks at Sid and goes, "Found gray and black fur, animalistic teeth marks, claws that shredded sheets, and they broke through the window. I don't exactly know what type of fur this is." He pulls it out of his little bag. "You are smart. Maybe you know?"
Well, I'm smart, but I'm not. You know what? I've read a lot of books. I've been around the block a time or two. Sure. I'm gonna take the fur and look at it.
Nature.
As Sid is looking at it, Nodwick's gonna
True.
lean into Renazia and be like, "I knew his ego couldn't pass up trying to figure it out."
Nature
Wow,
or survival?
Oh,
You're
they're
very
the same,
smart.
so it doesn't matter.
You know, for a cleric, you're not like the other holy man in our group at all.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't think Alvis would have ever played on someone's emotion or mental well-being like that.
Nodwick's
50.
built different.
I just kind of thought you like holy types are, you know, kind of cut and dry, you know? Your poop don't stink, as it were.
I was an inquisitor. My job was to make people feel certain ways to understand how they were and then eliminate them.
Well, I'm glad you quit.
I got fired.
Oh. Just couldn't keep up, I guess?
No.
So what do you get, Sid? What'd you get from all that fur?
What?
The amount of awkward interactions tonight is fantastic.
It's
As
great.
all of us navigate new
Yeah,
characters.
I
great
love this
time.
group. I love this group.
Having a great time.
It's
So I got
definitely animal fur, but it doesn't strike you as canine or feline.
Well, as I said before, I'm not a man of the wild, so it's an animal. And then I hand it back. I did, however, find some interesting things asking Jasmine herself. Apparently, both of her children, 2 children were taken. They're 10, and they're twins. One of them, they're both blonde, but one of them has a green left eye, and the other has the green right eye. So that'll be an indicator of when we find them, that we found the right children. She also said, she mentioned a man, Kofi No. His child was the first one taken. She told us where he lived, only we shouldn't tell him that she sent us. Apparently, he is quite unsettling.
Well, in that case, we should probably send Thormore out there.
Yes, another whole campaign of the barbarian doing the talking. Let's do it.
I agree. It would be a great idea for one of the larger, more intimidating individuals to go. But I must disagree with Thormore speaking to him. No offense, but he doesn't understand large words, and that could get a little convoluted with the questions we need answered.
No, but he's good at making people feel comfortable and safe.
That is a shock, and I'm going to believe it when I see it.
I second that.
It's the best group ever. Best group ever. I'm telling you. I'm very excited with how this campaign's going to go.
Okay. But, yeah, I don't think there's much more we can gather from here.
No.
So, obviously, you're well versed in books. This looks like a werewolf, but based on the fact this fur doesn't seem right, I don't think it's a werewolf.
I mean, my original hypothesis was a disgruntled ex-lover, but, I mean, this seems like a little bit too much.
Well, I'm so sorry, Renasia. It's not that I don't... You are an incredibly bright woman, and I know that we're on the level most of the time.
You don't need to lie.
Do you think... Did you think, because this has been happening for 8 to 9 months, so all of these people have just had ex-lovers that have just been coming and stealing their children for the past 8-9 months?
Some relationships can get a little hairy, if you know what I mean. I mean, even just my, I mean, it's just not great. Some relationships kind of gets a 1,000-yard stare.
Oh, hit a nerve.
Of course.
When the gods made you, they definitely gave you all the beauty and no brains.
Well, that's just mean.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. And Sidonia takes a step back because I assume the conversation Renasia and Nodwick were having was like a quiet whispering, and then Sid was just like investigating this fur for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
So like I didn't hear it, right? I assume the goal was to not hear it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so at this point, Sid takes a step back and like gives you a proper like look. That's interesting for a man of the cloth to say.
I'm not that type of cleric. And he just turns and walks down the hall.
Probably at the same time that Elvis said, "Nodwick!"
What, Elvis?
Control your Goliath.
I'm his turtle. He's not my Goliath.
Details.
Where's my sad friend Esteron?
I was gonna say, where's the babysitter?
Outside staring at dirt.
Yeah.
I think we're done in here. He's gonna go up to Thormor and be like, Thormor, we're gonna go find Esteron. The three of them will come out when they're done.
Just one more thing,
and he's on a little piece of paper drawing circles and quickly doodling something together, and then he goes to the woman as fast as he can before anyone could stop him. Here. And it's a very horrible sketch of a mom and her two kids side by side.
We'll find them. Don't you worry, don't be sad. You have us. It's gonna be easy.
Sure.
Alright. Now we can leave. I'm very happy with that.
You're a good man, Dormor. Good man.
And you're a very short one. Let's move.
Before they leave the hallway, Sid's gonna look at Renazia and be like, very quietly, do you trust the turtle?
Not as far as I can throw him. So no, not at all.
Okay. Glad we're on the same page. And then he's gonna head back towards that direction.
Yeah, I let out a big sigh and I follow along.
G guides you out and then
actually
shuts the door behind you, and you hear about 4 or 5 locks turn on this door.
Better lock the windows.
Based on how that window was destroyed, that's not gonna stop this creature. He says that to the group, not to her.
Well, some hope is better than none, I suppose.
Estron's just gonna say, I don't know why she's locking the door. She's got no more kids.
Wow.
Were you I say we go find this
Kofi.
Yeah, I was to listen. I was trying to find it in my notes. I say we go talk to this Kofi No fellow.
Oi. To the longboat then. Well, around it.
I believe behind is what she said, but good enough.
Sure, around would be behind, technically.
As we're walking, Estron's gonna ask Sidonius, who's this man, Coffee, that we're gonna go see to you?
Oh, he's nothing to me. I've only arrived in town yesterday. However, he is the man whose child was taken first. But we can't tell him that Jasmine sent us. She's very uncomfortable with him. He's unsettling and scary.
Alright, we'll go. I'll turn to Thormor and Nodwick. Let's follow them. Something about a longboat.
Yes,
that was the first bar we passed when we came into town.
Yeah, the hole-in-the-wall tavern that you didn't want anything to do with. Was it fancy enough?
It's so there.
I'm 100% fine with following them. The little one, he was the first person outside my mom and dad to ever give me a compliment, so let's go with him.
I've given you compliments.
Yeah, but you're my pet. I give you compliments and I feed you, and you give me compliments and make me joyful.
Oh.
Unlike you, and looking at Esteron, killer.
Fuck your compliments.
You all have a cheery disposition. I love the three of your interactions.
As you guys are walking,
I wish I had more alcohol.
You eventually. Oh, go ahead.
Right before, like when we're walking, I assume this is a distance away. At some point,
Yes.
Nodwick is gonna just like tap Renazia on the shoulder and be like, "What I said in that hallway was mean and inappropriate, and I apologize."
Oh wow. Apology accepted. And yes, it was. You should feel bad because that's very rude to say to strangers. You know, sir, I would have never, ever said that to anyone I had just met. But you apologize, so water under the bridge.
Wow.
Thank you.
Of course.
I get nervous sometimes. So
that's okay. Everybody
I
gets.
apologize again.
Oh, that's quite all right, sweetheart. And I'll give you little taps on the shoulder. Everyone gets nervous sometimes, you know. Have you have you taken a break from investigating? Just getting back into it? Why are you nervous?
He just kind of looks at you and just turns and walks.
Yep. No backstory drop in episode 1. Here we go. Not
riveting conversation.
Yeah, I cannot wait for the future conversations.
Shell.
As you guys walk, you eventually make it to Longboat Pints, and there is, you can hear shouting in there. This sounds like this just one guy is just letting this other guy have it. There's another guy like throwing up right outside the door, and behind it is like this disheveled, falling apart shack. Like if high fantasy tabletop had white trash. It's this house.
Oh, looks like this house moves. Wow, interesting. Loaded on the back of something.
They got it on these grey bricks. I don't
Oh, so
understand.
strange. Is that a wagon with no wheels on those gray bricks? Awesome.
It's only got one. It's only one wheel.
Wait. We won't all fit in there, will we?
Well, find out.
We'll all fit in there.
Aye. Okay, so Thormore. Maybe 2 more people can fit.
Well, Alvis, you're quite inquisitive, and Nodwick, you are inquisitive. So, I mean, why don't you guys go, and the rest of us can scope out the back.
Someone get me a drink, please.
There's a tavern right there.
Oh, we're not going inside. We're going to the back.
You just walk around. It's not that far, you silly goose.
Just walk around.
I already bought 1 round. Courtesy question is all it was. Fuck it. Let's go to the back.
I'd love to work with Nordwick. And Thormore.
Nice.
Good luck.
At least somebody's gonna have charisma going into this.
he'll look to Astron and he said good luck.
That's why I said one of our
You just need to see the good in people.
Nodwick
Sure,
is
yes,
look-
be it.
Nodwick's
another
just
name
giving
for my
Estron the most like look ever.
You'll hear Alvis's comment. Good is another name for my sword, and that's the only thing you'll see in other people.
No.
Wow. Pinky.
That's why Boschstar gave me a shield.
I have the date. Just like turning into a sad bat. Alright. You will go in. We'll check out the back end.
Alright, we head in.
Yeah.
That leaves you with
knock
Frasier
first,
and
or
Sidonia?
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Good luck, Godspeed to all 3 of you.
Yeah, wait. We're knocking.
Nordwick, do you want to do the religious approach or the personal approach?
And about the time before he answers, the door flies open, and there is about a 7-foot-tall, one-armed Goliath in front of you. And he has this horrifying gash from right above his front or his top right ab all the way up to his collarbone, and one eye is completely clouded up.
Ooh.
What?
I bet the other guy looks even worse.
What?
Are you Kofi? No.
No, I'm Kofi Noel.
No, yeah, that's
Yeah, what
that's what
do
I meant.
you need?
Okay. We're investigating the disappearances of some kids, and we were told that you were the first person whose child was taken.
Be very careful where you tread, friend.
We just want to know if you saw anything, if you heard anything. We're just trying to get to the bottom of it, hopefully bring the kids home, or prevent it from happening to
I
anyone
can tell you
else.
that my kid disappeared 2.5 years ago, and no, I didn't hear anything, and he slams the door.
Hey, that wasn't very nice. Knock, 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 knock.
There it is.
Yeah. I'm just gonna back up.
He opens the door again. This time he's holding this odd-looking instrument in his one good hand. What?
We're here to help. If your kid is alive, we can help him. You talk to my pet like that, we have a problem.
Well, then we have a problem.
Not the way I hoped it to come out. Okay, let's try that again, mister.
Right. You gonna say something different this time, or you gonna continue to stand there and look stupid?
I'm gonna... No, not the second one. I was about to say the second one. The first one. Why are you so grumpy? We're here to help.
Why am I so grumpy?
Yes, that's
Why
what
am
I'm
I
asking.
Have you seen the state of my house?
It looks pretty to me. I don't have a house.
Yeah, well, you're dumber than you look then, and that's saying something.
Well, if it's so dumpy, then why don't you fix it?
Because I can't fix it. And he looks down, clearly only having one arm.
Well, how about this, then? You help us figure out this shit, and no more kids go missing, and we'll help you fix this place up.
Oh, my kid's already missing. It's not my problem.
Right, but you're getting an outcome. You're complaining about your house. You're saying you're so grumpy over it. King offered me some gold. I will give you that gold to improve this place.
I don't need that prick's money.
Well, it's not that prick's, it's mine.
And as you continue talking, you hear a weird hammer click back. You hear, like, 2 distinct clicks.
My dad taught me about those clicks. If you're not going to help us, that's fine. You can stay here, be grumpy, let other kids go and make other people grumpy. That's up to you. We're going to make a difference.
That's how wildly optimistic of you.
That's what my mom said about me. I'm optimistic. Nodwick, this guy's going to help. Avalis, if you want to say anything.
Did you say that your kid went missing 2.5 years ago?
I'm glad you can hear.
This has been going on for 2.5 years, and no one's done anything?
Wow. Smart, too. And can listen.
I know he's awesome.
Shut up.
Something about that isn't right. Thank you for the information. Sorry for bothering you.
Slams the door again.
Alvis. Thormore. Why would this have been going on for 2 years and the king not put his personal guard on it? Something's not right here. That's a long time for no one to have investigated.
The kings didn't say 2 years, though. I believe we were looking at the timetable less than a year. 8 months? Something's awry.
Something's not right here. I don't
Why
like
would-
it.
Why would the king lie?
To cover something up.
Oh, the innocence.
That's what you're all assuming the king's lying. What if this guy's lying?
He's a distraught
Endless
He didn't
possibilities.
care that his son or daughter was missing. He literally told Thormore, that's your problem, about his child. So why would you call him a father, if anything?
I don't know, my dad, I feel like, would never stop looking until he found either me alive or me dead. And I'll do the same.
How many minutes has it been since we've separated? Like just a few, right?
Since they've been talking to him?
Yes,
Yeah.
we've just like separated
like
as a group.
5 minutes maybe.
Okay, well 5 minutes is plenty long enough to get absolutely bored of looking at the back of this falling apart shed. So Renasia and Esteron would probably see Sidonius. Do I have to see them? Hold on, I think I just have to point at you. Yeah, I can do that. I'm familiar with you. Okay. So, you'll just see Sidonius go, shh. And then I'm going to cast a message to Alvis. And I'm going to ask him if they've gotten anything useful.
Is message the one that I can respond back to or send him? Or is it
Yeah, you can respond back to it.
Okay.
Their timeline's a little weary. He said his son's been missing for 2.5 years. Also, kind of like talking to a rock. But a rock has feelings. That's not a saying.
And it as like he like stops responding.
So Esteron and Renasia probably would see Sid just like make a face. And he's gonna look at them and be like, seems we have an interesting conversation to talk about. Let's get back with the rest of them. Unless either of you felt the need to round a little more. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a shed that's falling apart.
Poop
I
shit.
mean, I would have looked for a room that looks like it has claw marks or anything.
Yeah, I was gonna check like around windows on the outside again.
Yeah.
Hopefully, really.
2.5 years.
I'm assuming it's only one story because of how
He described it. Yeah.
poor it is.
Right.
Hey,
Like one room.
Nodwick, make a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, looking for similar stuff like last time.
That's good. Yep. 19
Ooh.
plus 6, so 25.
Okay.
Nice.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Great.
Yeah. So, back to Alvis and Thormore. There was we passed an inn back there, right?
Aye.
I think we should go ask anyone in there. I think drunk people are more inclined to tell us the truth than anybody else.
I agree.
Did anybody say
But-
they were going to look around the shack?
I think
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dagan
Esteron
and
or
Brandon.
Renasia.
Yeah, I was
do
checking
one
on
or
the
two.
outside of
Okay.
it for similar claw marks.
I'll do a
like
perception
before.
check too, sure, why not?
Whoever's looking for something particular, roll an investigation check. If you're just
Okay.
looking, roll a perception check. And Nodwick, you notice a weird like feeling kind of in the back of your mind, but that's it. Then it goes away.
15 investigation.
Okay.
30-20 investigation.
I got a 21 for perception.
Okay. So all of you would notice that there is clumps of fur around this guy's house, like tanning. The ones that rolled above a 20 would notice that there's quite a few tusks laying in a pile, like right outside the back door.
Okay. Well, you said tusks?
Yeah.
Like
Interesting.
What'd you get?
Dirty 20.
And what'd you get, Esteron
15.
and Renasia? Or Sid?
She got 21.
Yeah, I got a 21.
Yeah, they're boar tusks.
If I take one, will it, like, do I reasonably see that if I take one, it'll jostle the rest of the pile?
They're just kind of haphazardly thrown there.
Then I'm gonna go take one. And I'm also gonna take a fur that's around, so we can compare it with the chunk of fur that I handed back to Nodwick.
Okay.
Yeah, you said it's fur from like tanning, so it's scraped off of.
Yeah.
Do we see like the tanning beds or tanning racks out there?
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 of them.
Okay. Yeah, and then Sid does all that stuff. I'm ready. Are there any like rooms we can look into? Just
No,
if I send,
everything's
like...
very much boarded up here.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. And I'm not breaking into this guy's house. He's crazy.
You don't know that.
The lady told me she was crazy.
The Jasmine said he made her nervous.
Yeah, there you go. I took that as he's crazy. In my mind, I pictured a loony guy who like does mushroom in his own pee to ward off witches. That's what I was picturing in my mind. So that's why I'm rolling with. He's crazy.
What a
The
character
kind of
you
feeling I was
created.
getting as well.
I would unease.
That NPC will be added in later.
Full of ideas, Austin. Just let me know.
No, thank you.
Nordwick, we might want to question some people around town, but I have a feeling we're gonna come back here. Doesn't sit right with me.
I definitely agree. I think there's more here than meets the eye.
Well,
I think we need to figure out when these disappearances actually occurred. If he's lying or if the king is lying.
timeline will help. Yes. Chronological order and understanding who's lying to all of us would be beneficial. Let's get the rest of our party and head off.
Last time we were at like the other house, I didn't really check
Agreed.
out the fur, but you said there was a bunch of it like around the outsides we were at.
Mm-hmm.
I think Eston will probably give it a look, see if since there's a decent amount around him. So I don't think anyone's figured out what it is yet.
Well, Renasia and I have both spoken to Nodwick. Like we both know about the other fur bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I know it's.
I would assume at some point someone would say something about a fur, because if Sidonius got far enough away from the house to sound like be loud, he probably would be like, I want to see if this fur is the same that was found in those kids' bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we cutting to that then?
Mash
I'll
cut to
I'll
the
grab
party.
a bit. We
I mean,
can
I'm
go to the
okay. Like
party.
I'm done here. If you two are,
Mhm.
I would be
Yeah.
inclined to go meet up with them.
I'm just the narrator here, guys.
Yeah, all right, we're a little bit a ways away. You asked Nodwick, hey, compare this fur. He gets his little sample out. This is the one I found in the kid's room. What do you have there? Give it here.
He had a tanning station. He was taking care of hides and such. Boars, I thought, at least based on the tusk I found.
Nodwick puts both of them in his hand and then pulls out the magnifying glass. Is looking at them.
They are not the same color, but the texture's pretty similar.
Different color, same texture.
Or that a one-armed Goliath was be tanning anything.
I still don't
He
know
had one
what
arm.
this is. Yeah, he had one arm and a bunch of scars and a dead eye.
It was mean to Nodwick.
Well, hunters usually have scars, and there's a tanning rack in the back. If this is his establishment, maybe he might know.
Elvis, this is mark it down on the map. This is where a hunter is.
It's only speculation, Thormo.
When you say he was mean, what do you mean by that?
They didn't know how to talk their way out of a can. And the guy gave it back to them.
I saw.
Why would I ever be in a can?
Yeah, but Atlas can turn a phrase.
We're in a con.
I can fuck a phrase up all day long.
Perfect.
I understood it
Listen,
completely.
he opened the door. He clicked this thing in his hand, and then he told us to go away, basically. But then he mentioned that his kid disappeared 2.5 years ago. But the king said it's only been going for like 8
7
months.
to 8 months, yes.
So we have to figure out who's lying. And I suggested we go to the bar because drunk people know a lot of stuff and tell the truth.
As you guys are talking,
They are.
you hear
You
a
go ahead,
commotion.
yeah.
The back door of his shack flies open, and he runs out down one side of the mountain towards the woods. And that's where we're going to end tonight, because it's 10:30.
Love that. Love it.
Okay, shit.
Wonderful.
I was about
He had a pretty broken shack. I bet he could have heard everything we were saying.
Oh, maybe he's not so dumb.
It's okay.
8. It's an 8, so it's on and off.
All right, my wonderful chat people. That was officially episode 1 of Campaign 2. Super excited. I would like to try to raid somebody if they're still live.
MTG Lexicon.
We got some people in here.
Go show some love.
And I'm trying to raid channel. Who are we raiding?
There's someone MTG Lexicon. They got 7 viewers and they're going on D&D.
MTG. Oh, there we go.
Magic the Gathering.
Sure, let's do that. Start raid. We're getting ready. Well, we love y'all. We've missed doing this for y'all. And we will be back next week with episode 2 to see what shenanigans this wonderful group of people get up to.
All kinds.
Never forget,
All of it.
embrace the insanity. And we're
Hell yeah.
Or do, and then feel it next week. I mean, either whatever you want to do.
We rated.
We left.